Oh, wrong layout. Wait, give me a second. Colombia, everybody! Oh, yeah, it worked. Colombia, everybody! Welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Hi! Let's see. Muted mic is not on today's bingo card. What's wrong layout on today's bingo card? Did you have that one? Because that one you got straight away, right from the beginning. Welcome, hi, hello, how are you doing, guys? Welcome, Logan, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, Leo, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, Officer, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, Repitch, welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Oh, it kicked in. The automatic machine kicked in. And Nimby, welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. And I think that's everyone. Lita, welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Yeah. The machine takes a little moment to kick in. Like, I start saying hello normally, and then at some point the switch goes off, and it becomes like the automatic message. I never consciously decided that was going to be my hello. It just happens, you know? Like, I'm not here trying to make it a branding thing. I'm really not. I'm not trying to make it my thing, my intro. It just happens. Eventually, like, my brain goes, oh, wait, I have a pattern for this one. It just does. Nimby, how do you never think of Elyssia before? The game is called Blueprints, and it does have quite a bit of blue tint in it. So we play with Goth Elyssia when we play this game. I can't believe a streamer doing this game in a single run since it's RNG based. You can just be that lucky. You can, but at the same time, a lot of it is very much knowledge based. So I think It's still like weird that you would be able to somehow get it all right. All just being that lucky. Krampus, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Your brand is to have a plan and then forget you had a plan and then do everything in your power to break your own rules. Not true. The plan part, yeah, that's definitely, that's very accurate. But I don't try to break my own rules. I'm not trying to make it a branding thing. Oh, really? Is that why all my clips got copyright struck? Okay, weirdly enough, funnily enough, first of all, that's not how clips works. If you edit it and then you upload it to a different channel, then yeah, it counts and the YouTube system will notify you if it notices. But the clipping function doesn't really that. But funnily enough, every time I do a reaction of something, like when I did the Nikki the other time, or I don't know, like any time that I react to things, then YouTube sends me a bunch of notifications like, hey, someone else has infringed in your copyright. Do you want to sue them? Do you want to sue this person? And then I go and it's like, no, bro, that's the original content. I'm the one who's doing derivative stuff. I'm the one who's doing... If anyone is gonna sue anyone, they are gonna sue me. Why are you asking me if I want to sue them? That's their content. It's so crazy. It's so weird. That model is still Elyssia in my heart. It's a different creature though. It would look different, I feel like. It would look different. Remember, Ellie, if you put 1,000 people doing heads or tails, one will get 1,000 heads in a row. Statistics is the weirdest, most unintuitive thing on math. I don't think so. I think the statistics for that is significantly bigger than 1,000%. Or however you're supposed to know that. I'm pretty sure it's on the millions of, like, decimals. The chance of actually getting 1,000 heads in a row. I don't know much about this, but I do have friends who are very big into math, and they do talk about stuff like that, and I don't follow, and then I don't remember, obviously, because, like, I tune it out. I tune it out, but I'm pretty sure they've mentioned, like, the chances being infinitesimally small. Classic YouTube, you seem to have infringed your own copyright. Would you like to strike yourself? I would not be surprised. I honestly would not be surprised. It's hilarious to me because, like, the other time I reacted to the Nikki live stream and I got like 8 notifications of like, hey, this thing has infringed in your copyright, which is a ridiculous number. It's like, it's so stupid. Is Green Lizzie and Nico's the furry lamia? There is no furry version of me. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't object to having it, but I'm also not gonna sit here and try to learn how to draw a furry model. It would be probably profitable, but there's also like actual furry artists that know how to do this shit who, you know, I have no time to compete with that kind of skilled person. Statistics are a measurement of probability, not real life. You lost me. I'm already tuning you out. I'm already tuning that out. When will you do more Rainbow Ellies? I don't know. Never? I don't know. It happens when it happens. When I have a good reason. Getting 1,000 heads in a row is a half times, like that 1,000 times. That's why I'm saying I don't think it's 1,000 in 1,000 chances. I think it's like exponentially difficult, right? I would object to it. Look and why. Furries are our friends. Furries are our friends. Ellie ignoring the 2 furry versions of herself. They're not canon. They're not canon. 8 different copyrights on Nikki. Wouldn't that just be 1 copyright? Maybe 2 of the songs are a different owner? No, because it was like any other person that was reacting to the same live stream also showed up in my notifications. Like, it was really weird. Oh, wait, the program. I forgot the commands program, sorry. The war version is canon? Not in the way that you're implying. The war version is what happens when there are accidents, okay? It's what happens when you sabotage me. Statistics are the way we use logics and fact to understand patterns and predict outcomes. But it's not a fortune teller or a mystical truth teller. I understand that. I do understand that. Okay, Crumpets. Everyone, we're gonna go to the game, but first I need to have a talk with Crumpets. Crumpets, listen to me. Listen to me. How fucking dare you? How fucking dare you do that to me? I want you to know that was not right. And also, Nina has done nothing wrong in her entire life, and she's my baby. And also, how fucking dare you? And also, the animation was great. The visual style was amazing. Like, the drawing style is great. The animation style is great. The music, it took me out. Every now and then, I was just like, oh my god, wait, I need to play this again because I need to, like, pay attention to how the music matches with everything. Also, how fucking dare you? And also, yeah, Nina's my baby. She's done nothing wrong in her entire life. And, I stand. I stand. Anyways, I'm done. I'm done talking to Crumpets, guys. That's all I had to say, I promise. That's all I had to say. Next collab with Lena, start with that sentence. First our friends, and now I present my friend. Do you want her to kill me? Do you want her to kill me? Do you want her to Do you want her to kill me? Oh my god. You want her to kill me? Ahio? And I'll do it again. How am I supposed to read that? How am I supposed to read that, Crumpets? Getting hits on 1,000 coin flips in a row is 1 in a 7.4 times 10 to 301 chance. Whatever that means. But yeah, that sounds infinitesimally small, right? Right? Wait, what did Crumpets do? He knows. He knows. Anyways, in no relation to that whatsoever, watch Creature Commandos. You should watch Creature Commandos, guys. Oh, Logan, that I understand. That notation I recognize. I don't understand it, but I recognize it, and I know that's very, very small. Nirwanda, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Hi. What happened that got Ellie mad? Nothing. I'm not mad. I'm in pain, but I'm not mad. Also, again, no relation at all whatsoever. Just watch Creature Commandos. You just laugh because it's the truth. Yeah, obviously. But she's not gonna take that without fights. She's not gonna take that without a fight. And if she tells you something, do you want the truth? You can't handle the truth. Oh, no, that's cheesy. That's corny. I don't like that. It's 10 followed by 301 zeros. Yeah, I still don't know what that means. Sorry, math makes me... I have an inherent blockage against math. If you finish the game today, I will watch Creature Commandos. Crumpets, get on his ass! Crumpets, get on his ass! Look at this, man! Sorry, my bad. Look at this dog! He's saying that he will only watch Creature Commandos if I finish the game, which is definitely not gonna happen. Get on his ass! Como va mi lamia? Oof. Good attempt, though. I don't hate that. I do have an inherent cringe response to it, but it's not bad. Nir, that's good, actually. I'm not gonna repeat it. I got cringe, personally. I swear to God, if I hear Creature Commandos one more time... Well, I mean, have you watched it? You should probably watch it. Nah, I'm good. He gets the pass. However, he should watch Creature Commandos. That's what I'm saying. Out of context, Ellie calling Leo a dog. That does sound weird for people who don't know him, huh? That does sound weird. You can call me Cringe Lord. Wait, I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, I have an inherent, like, wow response. What does it translate to? What, como va mi lamia? It's just like Argentinian lunfardo, like slang, kinda. It doesn't mean anything. It's just like, how's it going? But it's just said in a such a bonaerense way that it fucking hurts. I still believe this character was Professor Phosphorus. His double middle finger attack is peak. He's, I mean, if we're gonna be honest, literally all of them are great. I hold a soft spot in my heart for all of them. But Nina's my baby, and she's never done anything wrong in her entire life, and I love her with my entire heart and soul. Anyways, let's actually get started with the game. We have to finish it so that Leo will come back. We have to get this! Is like, see you later, alligator? Kinda. It's kind of like that, but in a way, see you later, alligator works in the entirety of the English language. Like, everyone is gonna get that. Como lamia is like very Argentinian, particularly very porteño. It's not just Argentinian, I guess, because Uruguay probably would say the same thing. It's very porteño. All right. So, where are we? We're in our stupid lobby. I know. But we have 1 star. We have learned that the stars are cumulative. Let me go back to my little note. Doors in the west wing are less likely to be locked. So I start in the west wing. The west is this one. I remember from having done it quite a bit. We are going to start with the nuke again. I cannot help myself. I want the other 2 things, but I have to make sure that I have a path, you know? Although I am kind of blocking myself off from... Ooh! These are all kind of bad choices. But this is gonna give me 3 gems, and I've never had the wine cellar. And what if there are things in there? No, but this would block me off too much. I'm gonna go hallway. I'm gonna go hallway. Also, we're not gonna think about it too hard. Right? We're not gonna think about it too hard. We're just gonna vibe. Well, all of these suck. I'm gonna grab the spare room. Try to make sure that I have at least 1 route. Chapel right off the bat? Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad, man. Claim tickets? Nice! We're gonna go with the den, though. Because I want to make sure that I have a way to go into... Like, we're gonna do this first run, not thinking about it too hard. Yeah? Yeah, okay. We're gonna go to the foundation now. We are going to see what we can spawn down. Follow me out here. Technically, not the best idea. But I have a lot of steps right now. And if I could use something like, okay, utility closet, right? Like that is not a terrible option. I have a utility closet now. Now I'm gonna go back to the den and keep climbing up. I'm gonna leave the foundation open as a possible route if the path gets blocked. But now I know that I have a utility closet. Is it useful? No, not until... Oh, fuck. See? Ooh. Okay. Let's do that one. That one will take me to the area where things are less likely to be locked. Also, have I written down everything here? I don't think I saw this one last time. I typically work over at Synca Labs, but got sent over here for a month to assist more with the new turbine tests. I think I need some help. For the past 3 days, I've been unable to find the laboratory on the estate. Today was the first success on that front. Can anyone tell me if this is typical, and if so, how do you get any work done? Before I arrived, I was briefed on the way the doors work, but I must admit, I did not expect to be excluded from my new workstation for the first week. Any tips from my fellow technicians would be appreciated. Did anyone leave any tips? I would appreciate some tips as well. I would appreciate tips myself, if I am to be honest. I don't think this message is all of that important, but let me screenshot it anyways, because yeah, just in case, you know. Who knows? Who knows? At the very end of the game, I will show you my journal. I hope that I'm gonna make it look interesting for people in general and not just for me, who obviously I understand it, but I hope I'm not the only one who does. Wait! 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 I haven't seen that letter because I have never been in the laboratory! Wait! 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 I have never been here! Oh, 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 oh. This is exciting! This is exciting! This is exciting! This is so exciting! Vamos, Vamia, I think all Spanish speakers can easily think of that. Think so? Think of that? Yes. Say it. It's a very Argentinian thing, a very Porteño thing. It would be weird since it's not used outside of it, but it's understandable. It is understandable, but it's just not something that would be used. But in Porteño land, it's not just used. It's like it would be the first thing that jumps to your mind. It's not like this is a thinking game after all, but sometimes you have to go a little bit kooky, a little bit crazy, and just go for it, you know? Sometimes you just need to go for it. This is Ellie's bread hemp tea game. Not really, but today. We're gonna see how far it can take me. Experimental house feature, all rooms require keys to open. Well, I think she's talking more about the fact that it moves, that the things moved, you know? Not gonna lie, Ellie, I'm watching 3 anime girls play this game over the internet within the last 24 hours. Forgive me if I mix up something happening in one of the runs or vice versa. Understandable. If you think you're confused about it and you might spoil me, better not to say it. But I think I've gone quite far, question mark? I don't know. Are we going to see your handwriting or do you mean text file? No, handwriting. Handwriting, full percent. Like, my book! That's the pages, remember? That's me flipping the pages. I still think this game needs a monster stalking you? Nah, bro, nah, that would ruin it. This machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room. So that's what the boiler room is for. Do I write this down though? Like, it's not worth it. I don't think it... I forgot to bring my pencil. Wait. This is not a pencil. I'm not gonna write it in pen. What if I want to make it prettier later? No, I need to get my pencil. Sorry, a pen is not good enough. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I need to get my pencil. I'll be right back. I got my pencil! I got my pencil! I have a pencil! It's okay! I have a pencil! Dice porteño, pero sigo pensando en Puerto Rico o en alguien que vive en una ciudad de la costa con un puerto. Buenos Aires es una ciudad de la costa con un puerto! That's why we call it porteño! Case in point, I forgot whether you had gotten the lab feature before. Don't worry, I had forgotten that I had gotten the live feature. I had forgotten I got through the lab as well. Okay, so lab requires boiler room. I don't think I needed to write that down, to be honest, but I know that I'll need some other stuff. Okay, that's a bunch of numbers. And you know what else has a bunch of numbers? This has a bunch of numbers. What does that arrow mean? Arrow. That arrow means what? That I have to use it for this? Maybe. Does it even matter if I try to solve it now, considering that I don't have the power? Let me check. 3, 8, 12, 2, 9, 11, 10, 5, 6, 4, 7, 1. None of the numbers are repeated. But this doesn't go to 12. So I'm not entirely sure this is related to this. Because on the one hand, there is that arrow. That arrow definitely is implying that they are related. But the fact that the levers don't have up until 12, that's weird, right? It doesn't feel like it's the same puzzle. It doesn't feel like they're connected. I don't know. Screenshotting, saving for later. Screenshotting, saving for later. What else do we have? Nothing important. Nothing important? Okay, nothing important. Let's see the table. There doesn't seem to be anything important on the table. Let's see this side. Okay. Okay. I don't know enough chemistry to know if this is the actual periodic table. However, I know that this one has specific numbers marked down, which means they probably correspond to the order in which I have to mix chemicals, or something like it. Maybe not exactly that, but it definitely seems like that is like the solution. So like this is telling me in what order to mix whatever chemicals. Does it matter if it's the actual table of elements? No, it doesn't. Doesn't matter if it's actually really the way that the normal table of elements looks like. No, it doesn't matter. Okay, anything else important on this side? Aha! Aha! Okay. Heating and cooling curves. H2O melting point at 0.1 ppt, 0.5 ppt. Ice until 0 degrees, which is the metal point, obviously. Then room temperature is 20 degrees. That makes sense to me. That makes sense. And then when you get to 100 degrees, that's when the liquid moves to gas, because Celsius makes sense. Test 205 at atmospheric pressure of 93 kPa. I'm gonna be completely honest. This is so beyond me. I can feel myself struggling and I haven't even started trying. So I'm gonna write down the lab requires the boiler room, but it also requires the magnifying glass. Because look at this right here. Do you see this right here? That is definitely writing. And I have no idea what it says. Magnifying glass. Which I need to get it for a different room as well. I have it written down. What does this mean? The 93 kPa. And what is 205? Is it talking about one of the elements? There is... Is there 205 elements? I don't know. Make it pretty for the one person that will see it. I'm telling you that I'm gonna show all of you. Also portaminas. 100% portaminas. Si en entrada de agua, tierra adentro, y ahí está Buenos Aires. Recordaba la forma simplificada de Sudamérica. Me parecía que Buenos Aires estaba tierra adentro, sin costa, pero cerca. No, tenemos puerto. El puerto de Buenos Aires. This is the correct periodic table. Cool. Does anyone know which one 205 is? I don't want to look for it. I don't want to look for it. Can anyone tell me which one 205 is? Let me check all of the peripheral stuff. And then I'll go for the computer, because that's the most exciting thing. Effective immediately. Electronic mail can only be accessed via the security terminal. That's a fucking lie, bro. That is a fucking lie, because it's in red. So fuck you. I'm about to enter electronic mail. I'm about to enter electronic mail! the swan song. Let's go! Violet, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Hi. Can you believe that I know more than 1,000 Pokemon, but I don't remember anything about the table of elements? Of course I believe you. Of course I do. What's the second axis? Time, pressure. This chart is worthless. Good point. One of the axes was degrees in Celsius. What was the other one? State? Liquid, like solid to gaseous state? KPA, kilopascales, medida de presión. But I don't know what that means. 205 is just the number of a test. KPA is kilopascals. I don't know what that means. Like, what do I have to do? Are you perioding your table? Kinda. We have a periodic table. Periodic table ends at 115. Oh, and those are artificial elements, Dumbo. Well, sorry. I don't know chemistry. I'm not a chemist. Fuck you, piece of paper. You tell him, Ellie. Exactly. Fuck you, piece of paper, you lying piece of shit. Completely believable. How many times have you talked about Einsteinium? Now, how many times have you talked about Bulbasaur? Exactly. Kelvin, Fahrenheit? Violet, those suck. It's Celsius or nothing. Celsius are... Spanish or Vanish. I wanted to make a Spanish or Vanish joke, but I couldn't come up with anything. Me neither, and I'm a CNC operator. Damn, but that's a physics thing more than a chemical thing, right? Right? All right, so. Electronic mail. The permission of this terminal does not allow for access to the electronic mail account. Currently, this feature can only be accessed via the terminal located in the office. Oh. I got so excited. Electronic mail is only in the office. Oh, man. Electronic mail. Only in the office. Wait, so what do I get here? Staff services. We've definitely done this before. None of these mattered, if I remember correctly. Staff announcements. They wrote me a letter. That's really cute. Request schedule change. Doesn't work. Special orders. I already used it. Remote terminal access. It is possible to connect to other active terminals elsewhere on the estate using RTA. View active terminals. There's no active terminals. Okay. Right. Okay, data transfer not currently available. God damn it, what does this place have? I already have been to the glossary of terms, so that's not anything special about the laboratory. What is special about the laboratory? Nothing. Okay, let me see the menu without all of the swan song code. Experiment setup. In the laboratory, you are free to experiment by testing and combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of the day. Okay. Choose a cause from column A and an effect from column B. Ooh! The next 3 times you open a locked trunk. Each time you eat an apple, whenever you draft a shop room. I'm gonna go with apple. That's the thing that I always want to do. When I have trunks, I don't normally want to open them because I don't have enough keys to open doors later. When I draft things, there's very little chance I'm gonna get a shop. However, whenever I see an apple, I will always get to, like, I'll eat it right away. So I'm gonna choose that one. Gain 1 key, 1 gem, or 1 gold selected randomly. I think that's the good one. Add a small chest to the entrance hall. I'm not sure that I want that one. I'm gonna go with gain 1 key, 1 gem, or 1 gold. Every time I eat an apple, I gain something. I like this. Okay. Cool. I like that. I like the laboratory. Research logs. No experiments found. Research logs will be available the day after an experiment has been performed. Pause experiment, log into network. Okay, I get what this is for now. I wish there was another upgrade diskette. Don't seem to find any. And I don't really know what this is for either. It doesn't have power anyway, so I don't have to figure it out right now. But I will need to figure it out eventually. Now, this is giving me elements, and I still don't know what to do with them. We have the elements right here, but what am I supposed to do with them, you know? Okay. Now, where am I going? I'm going to go to this side because they are less likely to be locked. No! Well, good thing we have a pantry, which is bound to give me an apple. Which means... Oh, that's a fucking banana. You stupid ass game. You little... You did it on purpose. They did that on purpose. They did it. That has never been a banana. It's always been an apple. Every time it's been an apple. Why? Why? Pissing me off. They are pissing me off. I have to go back to the very foundation. God dang it. How rude. Bro. How very rude. Out of context, hating on bananas? Well, yeah. To be honest, I didn't even think about that. I was so heated. I mean, you understand, right? You understand. You understand my yeah. What time is it? I'm writing it down. Okay. Congrats, Ellie, you got the lucky banana. That there's nothing lucky about that banana. Fucking banana. Okay, so we're gonna go this way. We have a library. I think I'm gonna go for the library. I think I'm gonna go for the library and like try to draft a special room. I also don't think much will have changed, but just in case. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! We got this! Oh my god! Something has changed! I forgot that I requested this! I forgot that I requested a thing in the library! That's so cool! Thank you, Pasmi! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you! Thank you so much! Alright, what is this? What is it that I requested? EPCW Pump System User Manual Pool Series 8. The EPCW pump system is engineered specifically for the luxury requirements of today's indoor in-ground swimming pool and spa. The EPCW system is also expendable, allowing you to use it multiple pumps to control the water flow and volume to several different designated tanks and aquatic house features, be it an aquarium, fountain, or good old-fashioned swimming pool. Water level indicators, source label, selection buttons, water control panel. Whether you are using a single tank system or an array of pumps, the water control panel serves as a central hub to your EPCW system. The panel is fitted with a number of buttons equal to your own house's needs. One button for each different water source on the estate. The function is simple. Press a button to select the water source you would like to adjust. For example, if you wish to drain or fill your pool, simply press the button labeled pool. Regardless of the number of pumps or water sources being used, water can only be adjusted from a source if its corresponding button is selected. This is a lot of words just to tell me, hey, you can press buttons and adjust the amount of water in a thing. The first thought that comes to mind is there's going to be some room full of water that I'm not going to be able to go through unless I drain it. My second thought is, all of those coins that I've been throwing in the fountain. All of those coins that I'll be throwing in the fountain may still be at the bottom of the fountain, and that means I can get a big cash up thing. Larpies, welcome, hey Lar, you're doing, hope you having a good day, welcome. You're doing good, I'm doing good too. Celsius is great, it lets you compress numbers down really, really small so that they become useless for describing temperature effectively. No, they are very useful. They are very useful. Expendable, very different from expendable. Huh? Push button, drain water. That's what I'm saying. That's a lot of words for just push button, drain water. After you have selected a source using the water control panel, the next step is to set the pump associated with that water source to pump either in or out. This will initiate water flow to and from one of your supply tanks. Okay, to selected source, to tank. Pump lever controls water flow direction. Okay, a pump may be connected to more than one tank, allowing you to store and retrieve even more water. Recommended for cleaning larger Olympic-sized pools. Are we gonna find a fucking Olympic-sized pool that we cannot go through unless we train it? Everything is implying that. In this case, there's a tank. A pump is using can be changed by a simple flip of a switch. Okay, okay, okay. Quick start guide. Use water control panel to select water source. Use pump lever to set water flow direction. Do I need to screenshot this? This is so obvious. This is just like press button, connect to tank. Do I really need to screenshot this? I don't know. I'm doing it just in case. That's it. Okay. Well. Ooh, okay. Nice. Well, we got the manual. We got to see the manual. Do I get to request any more books? Do I get to request any more books? Because what if there are other books that are useful? You know, this one was useful. There might be other books that also have important information. I know that book wasn't important because it was just my, like, data. And what about this one? Do we have anything else? No, nothing important. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, 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 okay. Alright. So now I need to go up from here. I could technically go back to the pantry. Oh. No! I don't have the gem! Oh, that is so... Oh, that is so annoying. Let's go to the archives. This could end up backfiring on me, but I do have a key, so I can keep going up. At least this allows me to see the archives for the first time. Maybe there's some knowledge here that I need to write down. Maybe there's an apple. Wouldn't that be nice if there was an apple? I would appreciate it very much. If the game immediately stops spawning apples the moment you choose to have benefits every time you eat an apple, like, I would not be okay. That something would be broken in me, I think. Okay, nothing important in all of those places. However, this definitely feels like it's gonna be important. Okay, okay, lore drop? Lore drop, maybe? Mayhaps? August 22 to 85. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book, Swimbird, had been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal, Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning this prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. She was no stranger to the public eye even before her literary success. The niece and closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair, Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political associations that one might make with the Sinclair family. Okay, this is so totally the fucking lore drop. Because remember, at some point, Herbert threw his niece, which now I'm finding out is this Marigold, an author, he threw her to the wolves, basically, because she did something that was, what, political, I guess? Definitely resented by Mary's husband, which I'm pretty sure is, like, these are my dad and mom, I'm pretty sure. Watch her become baffled by it later? No, because I screenshotted the whole thing. Ha ha ha. Oh, cool. I just finished spending 20 minutes trying to figure out why a pump network wasn't working, and now here's another pump puzzle. At least this is intended to be a puzzle and not a result of hooking things up backwards. Are you talking about in real life? Man, the game is chasing you. Knowledge? Yeah! Knowledge! Okay, so January 27, 86. Oh, this is August 22 of the year 85. January 27 of the year 86. Swimbird author never considered herself success by Gail Herman, Herald staff writer. She confided, my son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime, and so we ran out of books we owned. My imagination had to take over from there. Oh my god, that's so cute! Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince? Red Prince? I think you have the title wrong, sister. Is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red, a statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that viewed that book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. Yep, okay, so it was a political move that kind of like pissed everyone off. November 11 of 86. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard and questioned. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier, naming them a person of interest in the Trisdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. A bombing that killed people? This is getting more and more interesting. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, it is widely believed by authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of the Black Water. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in a statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simple victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. So wait, none of this is Marigold, right? Marion Marigold. She's Marigold. Mary began using Marigold as her pen name, so she would write under the name Marigold. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White. That is not related to us, to Marigold. Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality Marion Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner, Ruffington Press. Was that the... Okay, so I guess this publisher was inside of Ruffington Press, the publishing company. I'm trying to like add 2 and 2 together here, but I'm not entirely sure that I understand the structure of the company and like what this word specifically mean. Like when I think of publisher, clearly they're talking about a person if it has a name, but I would also call publisher the company Ruffington Press. I'm just wondering how all of this is connected. Vorager, welcome. Hi. Vorager, hi, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome, hi. Okay, Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality Marion Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold has past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the third prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Manning and White at press function was seen at the corner, suspicious bag under something, waved down a local something. This is the third mayor something last year. It is anticipated that they'll be charged by the crown with probably treason. Manning was the last person to do whatever. The trial begins on Tuesday, expected to last up to something grand treason. Okay. None of that is about Marigold, though. But Marigold was very closely tied to the person who was actually bagged for treason, right? Okay. No trace. This is February 22 of 87. This is all happening in like the same 2 years, because we started on 85. So, no traces discovered of Cinca Harris, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marion Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 p.m. Friday, getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Mrs. Jones never arrived home and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned but have not deemed the case foul play. It is an out-of-character incident at this point and we are seeking information. So Mary Matthew Jones is clearly my nephew. She is the Cinca heiress, so that means we probably made our fortune, and by we I mean my grandfather, my gruncle, as we were talking about last time. We made our fortune by being creators, lab creators, inventors. September 2, I don't have a year. I have to assume we're still like 87. Priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum heist. Thieves in the royal capital of Finn Airs have broken into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles. At least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds dredging for clues. The museum authorities said that they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued a royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orianda Aries, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If these rumors are true, the evidence may suggest the theft was politically motivated. And that is not necessarily tied to Marigold, but the fact that we found it on a journal talking so much about Marigold makes me believe they might have ties with Marigold. Like, Marigold disappeared and then she joined a group of insurgents in the RFC, whatever the fuck. Tyler, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Just got back from school. Hope you're having a good day after school. Hey, wacky game about swapping rooms, am I right? Yeah, so wacky, so silly and wacky, right? Let's go up and pray that we have luck. Ooh, but I don't have gems. Okay, the bedroom works. Bedroom works. You know what? Bedroom works. Instead of entering it, I'm gonna open the other door and see what we can do there. Okay. Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. Let's come in here, see if we find anything. No gems, no letters, no memos. We have the didgeridoo blocks, which I still don't know how to use, if they have any use, which hopefully they don't, to be completely honest. Okay. This is gonna be locked. And I'm gonna have to choose where I use the— oh, it's not! It's not! It's not! It's not! Gem requirement, I can't. Dark room would allow me to keep going. This one is so tempting. But we're gonna go with the dark room because I'm trying to get up and up and up and up. I hate the dark room so much. I have a breaker room. I could probably use the breaker room, right? Oh, what if there's something to discover here that I've never discovered because I never came in with the lights on? Maybe that's a thing. Ooh, no, 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 no. Are they all locked? Okay, this one is not locked. This one has a claim ticket, but I haven't found the secret garden key, so what's the point? What's the point? Oh, fuck. Okay. That's fine. You know what? I needed a key anyways. I needed a key anyways. That's good. I love that. Love that I have a key. Okay. Okay, this is gonna consume quite a few steps, but I'd rather go to the archives and go up through there than doing this, because this doesn't allow me to see what I'm picking. I'd rather lose a couple of steps, but at least know what I'm getting saddled with. Weight room, lose half your steps. Fuck that. We're not doing that. Okay, I'm too tempted. I have to do that. I have to. No! 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 No, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. We're not doing that. Funny. Fun, fun, fun. Super awesome, but that's not happening. We still have the pantry. We still have the pantry. I can get myself the guest bedroom. Get a bunch of steps. I'm gonna get myself a bunch of steps. Hopefully something else. Hopefully there's something interesting. Just wanted to write a quick note. Thank you for the weekend. I'm pretty sure I already read this one. Yeah, the billiard room. That's not important, but we did get one gem. Yay! Yay! Whale, sheep, tiger. Do they matter? There's quite a few animals in this room. There's a whale, a dog. I said sheep, but I'm not entirely sure. Okay, I got myself all these steps. I'm gonna go to the pantry, use the last key that I have. On the way, I'm gonna grab the utility closet and I'm gonna do something with the lights. I'm gonna do something with the lights, see if that changes, or rather, I know that it's gonna change, but how? How does it change stuff, you know? Okay, so we go here. We use the utility closet. Let me turn the dark room on. Let's do that too. We haven't changed. We have not changed the safety procedure for the door, so no way in doing the other stuff. Pretty sure I have to come to this room now. Yeah, okay. Okay. We're gonna go through here. We're gonna go through the lab. That's the lab. We're gonna go through the pantry. We're gonna open with this key. And we're gonna hope that I don't have to use any more keys later. Corridor. Why not try turning gymnasium off? I've never seen the gymnasium. Oh! Is that the weight floor? The gymnasium? I would love to get the mail room. I would love to. But I don't know. I don't have any other way to go up other than the chapel. So I'm gonna go to the commissary. That's so annoying. With spine. Without pine. So, S. S? S. We don't have an S yet. We don't have an S. That doesn't matter because it's red. The password we already have. None of this is important. Hi, what do you have to sell? You have nothing that costs 4. I hate you so much. Metal detector. Ooh. Interesting. Anyways, I can't afford shit. Awesome. Love that for me. Fuck. Oh, fuck. We're gonna have to use the fucking chapel. Oh, we're gonna have to use the damn chapel. There goes my money. There goes my money. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. No, I love this. I love that we got the laboratory and then we got not a single fucking... Not a single apple in the entire time. That's really cool. And I love it. I love it. What money? The 4 coins. I was 1 away from affording a salt shaker. What does the salt shaker do? I have no clue. Who knows? And I won't know because I can't afford it. I'm about to go through the fucking chapel. Okay, do I have to do anything in that breaker room? You said... No, but I don't want to spend 2 more steps on that. Because I already wasted 2 steps. Right? 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 Have a good day, Tyler. What did you muse about how great it would be to turn the lights on in here and then not do it? I mean, I turned the lights on in the black room. I hate the archives debuff. That's a debuff that's gonna chase me, isn't it? I didn't understand it. Now I do. Now I understand. I don't like the archives. It's useless fucking room. I think an increased amount of steps you get from food, it makes sense. You can get a bunch of resources by going back to the entryway and building a bound of rooms leading to dead ends, right? Yeah, but would I have enough steps to do so? That's the question. That is the question. If I go through the chapel... You might be right. The risk might be worth it. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. We're playing risky. You're so right. I already spent some steps that I'm gonna waste right now by going back to the den, but you're so right. You turn the lights on in the dark room after you already did a blind draft and dead ending yourself with a closet. Yes, but I don't know if the dark room has anything in it that's interesting. Like, I don't know if it has any notes, any memos. Like, anything of that nature could be a game changer. And I just don't know what is there. Okay, so let's open this one. We can get a kitchen. Okay. Frick. I'm not doing the gymnasium because I didn't turn it off. Let me do an archive floor plan. Okay, if I'm not wrong, this one has like gems or money. It has gems. Awesome. Love that for me. Love that for me. Don't think it has anything else. Just the gems. Gems is good though. We like gems. Okay, we're gonna go to the very beginning and we're gonna see what we can spawn in resources going through this door. Hopefully something good. I'm gonna do the portal because that's gonna give me even more gems. Sure, this one is gonna give me 1 more coin and a key, but I feel like it's better to keep this going a little bit. My question is, if you are going to illuminate the dark room anyway, why don't you wait until after that to draft the rooms? Because I'm trying to not go back. I go back only when there's no other option, which is turning out to be not the best of strategies. I might have to change that. It's just that so far, I've tried to not go back unless I absolutely must. Black box is empty. The black box is true. The black box is black. Okay, that one is true. The black box is true. That could be true or false. The black box is empty. That could be true or false. But if this is true, then this is also true. And we know this is true, so that cannot be. One has to be lying. Therefore, this cannot be true. And it's this one. Awesome! How many gems is that? 4? I've been better. I've been better. Okay, we have dining room, but I have no fucking clue if that's rank 8 or not. I'm gonna go for it though, because the observatory would lock me up. We're gonna go dining room, and we're gonna hope against all hope that I can order some food, some apples. Oh no! You get it in the kitchen, not in the fucking dining room. Security! Oh, security! 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 Security, my beloved! Hi, darling! Hello! I am back again, baby! Keycard system. Let's fucking go. Okay, security level low. Security level low, confirm setting. Offline mode, unlocked, confirm setting. Awesome. Do I have anything that I can do from here that would affect the laboratory? I don't think there's anything interesting in there. Keycard system, login to network. I don't think there's anything interesting that I can do here, you know, just in case. Nice! Yeah, nice! Okay, now I can keep going without keys. Electronic mail, only on the office. Data transfers, not currently available. Okay. Remote terminal access. Okay, anything I can do from here. It's just gonna be the exact same computer, I assume. Right? Experiment setup, research logs, pause experiment. Yeah, okay. So there's not really much. Yeah, there's not really much I can do. But whatever, it's fine. Now that I've done this, I can go back to... Let's try to spawn some stuff that is gonna give me gems and or keys. You're more likely to draw red rooms while drafting. Fuck that. I mean, I've never been to the furnace, so that is interesting, but I'm just not gonna go. I'm just not gonna go. Whoop! Is there anything interesting in there? There's a pile of dirt. Wait, I'm not gonna draft in there. I can see it. I can go see what's interesting about this room and then not worry about it. There's nothing interesting about this room. Except that pile of dirt. Which, I wish I had a shovel with me. Let's see if I can get some keys. Launder currency. Let's go with this one. It's just 1 gem. And I've never been in it. I think the furnace is gonna affect me for the rest of the run, which is terrible. Spin, cycle, wash and dry, fluff and fold. What does this mean? Wait, what? Oh, it gives me... Okay. This service costs 5 coins and will exchange all of your gems with all of your coins. But I don't even have 5 coins, so it would give me nothing. This service costs 5 coins. I will exchange all of your keys with all of your gems. But I don't have 5 coins. This service costs 10 coins. I will exchange all of your keys with all of your coins. This sucks. This sucks. None of this is good. Okay, now I know. Now I know how this laundry room works, and I hate it. And I think it's all bad. I think it's all bad. I think I screwed up this run. I think I screwed up this run very, very, very badly. But you know what? Now I know. Now I know. I've gained so much knowledge. Okay. Let's go here. Let's go to the parlor. Let's go all the way up if I have the steps, which I kinda don't. I kinda don't. I don't know if I'm gonna make it there, folks. I don't know if I'm gonna make it there. This way, and then to the foundation, and to break the electricity. Oh, I don't like my chances. I really don't like my chances. This is looking bad. I think I need them all to be red, and then I start turning them into blue. Fuck. Okay, I did it wrong. I did it wrong. I need green to turn into... I need all of them to be green to start turning into blue. Okay. I don't remember how to do this. Oh, fuck. Okay, okay. Wait. Let me get the instructions again, because I forget how to do this. I forget how to do this. Oh, god damn it. I cannot believe I still need to find the instructions every time. I've done this before. Why do I still not remember it? God fucking damn it. Okay. Press any button with all green to activate blue. Press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. Okay. So, first turn everything green. What? Oh my god, for crying out loud! I am going to explode. I already fucked up. Fuck. I'm gonna cry! I don't know how to fix this! I don't know how to fix this! Turn that off. I don't know how to fix... Guys, how do I fix it? Oh, fuck! It's still there! Okay, anyone have any ideas? I fucked up so bad. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so green next to a blue. Oh god, green next to a blue. I don't get it. I don't understand. I need to take them all to green, and I don't know if I can do that. Did I fuck up for good? I was gonna say you have instructions. Yeah, but I didn't want to go get them every time, because I've done this so many times that I assumed that I was done, that I knew how to do this, but I keep fucking forgetting apparently. Okay. I think I ruined the run too bad. I think I ruined the run badly enough that I have to throw it out the window. Which is very disappointing because I came this far, but I don't know how to solve this. Like, I legitimately don't know how to solve this. And I have 9 steps anyways. So it's not like I can actually do something with it. Blue next to a green. I don't get it. I don't understand. I'm just getting one purple and I'm moving it around. Okay, I think I'm throwing it out. Sorry, I can't do it. I can't do it. I fucked up by not checking the... I fucked up by not checking the instructions. And that's my bad. Now I'm going to go to the dark room and figure out if the lights on changes anything and if there's anything important in there. That's what I'm gonna do because I fucked up so bad. And we are not going to the archive anymore, ever. Okay, what do we have here? Do we have anything useful? Okay, okay, okay. We have new things that I haven't seen before. This photo I have actually seen before. This photo I have actually seen before. Okay, so we invented photography, I guess, or cameras. We have the orchard. We have... we know about the orchard. We have nothing important here other than a little heart in the tree. But that doesn't look important. That doesn't look any relevant at all. Do we have any memos or any notes? We have mates that may or may not look a little bit suspicious. It may be the blurriness of the photo. We have the same photo we've already seen. We have the camera, which we've already seen. Okay. We have the same mate. Oh, less blurry now. Cool. They don't look as weird. Is that Marigold? No. That has to be his wife. She's sitting at the computer and I don't think this is giving me any clues about the safe in that room. Oh! Lockpick kit will occasionally be able to unlock some normal doors. That is so good! That is so good! What the hell? Print notes. HS has requested yet another print of her ladyship, I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. She said the last development was too dark to keep an eye on that, so keep an eye on that. Does this matter? What is this? What is it? That's Babbage? That's Babbage? So that's his wife, I assume. That's Herbert's... That's Grunkle's wife? Who I have to assume died before him, because otherwise I wouldn't be receiving this inheritance. I genuinely don't think there's any more of importance here. Oh! What is that? What is that? No, 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 no. Wait a second. What is that? Can I read this if I have a magnifying glass? Oh, how much I want a magnifying glass. You guys have no idea. Would I be able to read that? Okay. Magnifying glass, dark room. I don't know if that's like something that I can read, but it looks like it, and I'm excited for the possibility. All right. I fucked up. I can't even get to the fountain to drop my little coin in the fountain, so I think I'm gonna call it a day from here. I'm gonna call it a day from here, and I'm gonna do another one. We are going to avoid the archive. We are going to avoid the furnace. We are going to avoid the dark room unless I already have a utility closet. If I have a utility closet, then I can go into the dark room, get the lockpick, and not get fucked on the drafting. Early photography was invented in the 1830s. Well, I don't know. I'm bad at history and keeping my years in check. But I guess he invented some camera and he got really rich off of it. All right, let's start as before. Not thinking about it too hard. We're gonna go to the parlor because that's gonna give me... Well, the hallway actually would take me to the edges, and I actually do want the edges as soon as possible. So we're gonna go here instead. We're gonna grab the nuke. Yup. We're gonna grab that. We're gonna grab the key. I know, I always grab the same room, Ellie, you're so boring, etc. But, you know, you can't fucking blame me. We are going to go for the pantry. Sad. Oh, now it's an orange. I guess it wasn't doing it on purpose before. I guess that wasn't just hateful for no reason. We are gonna go for the parlor, which takes me up. Okay. I can do that. I can deal with that. This is gonna give me a gem as well. Or 2. I think it gives 2 gems. Right? Every time? Okay. So we're gonna get this. We're gonna get the 2 gems. The gems are in the white box. Only 1 box contains gems. That's true. Only 1 box is true. That's not true. So this is a lie. This is true. And this could be true or it could be a lie. No. This game has never been like that. So I have to be seeing something wrong. Okay. So only 1 box contains gems. That's true. 100% true. Only 1 box is true. That's a lie. No. That's not necessarily a lie. That could be true in this case. And if this... Okay, so this one is true. Only 1 box contains gems, right? The gems are in the white box. That one is true no matter what. If this one is false, only 1 box is true. That means that this box is true and the gems are in the white box. If this one is false, only 1 box is true would be false. That means there would be 2 boxes with the truth, and that would be this one and this one, which would mean that they're in the white box, which means that regardless, they are in the white box. If I got this wrong, I'm gonna be so pissed. Yay! Okay. I do like my logical puzzles. Oh, yeah, baby! It does cost gems, but I feel like it's worth it because we have the guarantee that it's unlocked. The den would give me another gem, but I think this is better. I think this is better. There might be a shovel. Yeah, shovel! I love my shovel. I have my shovel with me, and I love it with all my heart. I love my shovel. My shovel is with me through the dark, and my shovel goes with me to bed, and we cuddle with my shovel. All right, I wanna go... I wanna go here, I think. Those lyrics suck, Ellie. Well, I'm not a songwriter. Excuse me. Ooh, does this placement kind of suck? Yeah, it does. But security is a good bet always. Every time it's a good bet. So let's count on this one. Oh fuck. Okay. No, wait. This one still has it. You know, there's still a good chance here. I'm going to go into security because if I get a breaker room later, I want to already have this set up instead of having to backtrack. I don't think I lost any unnecessary steps. As long as I do this and I have it set up, it will save me a lot of backtracking later. Alright, so that should be set up. Cool, neat. There's never anything in this room, so I'm not gonna even bother to check. Okay, we're gonna go through here. We're gonna go... Please give me a good... Okay. I can take that. That's fine. That's good. Needs a workshopping, but at least you're cooking. I never said I was songstress, okay? I do not know how to write lyrics. It's a struggle. Okay, what do we have? A corridor is my best bet. Because I do want to get to the foundation. The foundation has two mounds of dirt. This would lock me up. And I can still keep going up, though. Maybe I should be going up instead of going to the foundation. And this would give me quite a few resources. You know what? I need to stop prioritizing the foundation. Just because it's there, it doesn't mean that it's my best bet. Right? I can get the observatory thanks to that extra gem. And that will give me an extra star. Now I have 2 stars. Which is quite awesome. 2 stars gives me what? A pair of chests has been added into the entrance hall. Will I get to use them? Who knows? Who knows? I have to be very careful not to get too far into the observatory. Because the slide is gonna give me 3 steps. This one is gonna give me a gem. 4 is gonna give me more rooms with 4 doors, apples, keys. But if I get to 12, I already start getting bad things. I guess 15 is fine, but that's like from 12 to 15, I have to find 3 observatories. That's a lot. But getting to 20 is kind of worth it. So I don't know. Okay, we're going to use the commissary. It's my last gem, but I have 8 coins, which is a very decent number. Very, very decent number. Magnifier class! Or sledgehammer. Ooh, sledgehammer, I think. It has to be. It has to be the sledgehammer. I very much need the magnifying glass. But sledgehammer, man. I'm running out of keys. I am running out of keys. That's no good. But this room's gonna give me something. I don't remember what it is. Hopefully it's a key. Okay, I have this written down. I have the math written down. Billiards room. Blue is plus. Yellow is minus. Pink is multiply. So we'll start by pressing 3. And then it's blue is plus. 3 plus 7 is 10. Plus 4 is 14. And then 11 minus 3 is 8. 11 minus 2 is 9. And then 9 minus 3 is 6. Okay, and now we have 12 plus... What? Blue is plus. Yellow is minus. X is multiply. I'm not sure how to do this. 12 plus 7 minus multiply 4? No. Huh? 7 minus 12... 20? You think it's 20? I don't understand this one. So blue is plus, yellow is minus, and pink is multiply. Can you run me through your process so I understand? Because I'm so confused, and I would like to know how to solve this on my own. I have 12 plus 7 minus multiply? 0 plus 12 minus 7. Oh, you started from 0. Oh, okay. What the fuck? I hate this. So if we start with the same logic, 0 plus 9 is 9, minus 1 is 8, times 2 is 16. Oh, thank God you're here, Retouch. Thank goodness you're here. Okay, awesome. Wait, silver key? That's a special key. Unlocking a door with a silver key will lead to a room with many doors. Ooh! A room with many doors sounds exactly like what I want. It sounds great. Okay. Special keys. So there's many keys. Cloister. Chamber of Mirrors. We are going to avoid that like the plague. I don't have the money for a cloister, although I want it so very much. We are going to go to a Chamber of Mirrors. Because I've never seen it. Oh! Wow! What is going on? What are we doing? Huh? Okay, so that is opening that door. What does this mean? Wait, what does this mean? I am confused. I can't go through here. A door, a mirror slash wall opened. This is so trippy. So something definitely happens there. But I don't understand the point of it. It's a button puzzle. You need to enter this room from multiple sides. But that sucks. That sucks. Because it doesn't allow me to move forward. I have to go all the way back. Frick. Frick, man. It's not great. What did I get from the stars? Since I'm still here, what did I get? 2 trunks. Added to the entrance hall. Do I have to go back to the entrance hall? No, I don't need to. Is it still profitable? Kind of. Depends on what the trunks have. If the trunks have food, that would be a big plus. Not there. Here? Okay, now I come here, and now I either go back to the entrance hall and start climbing up here, or I go to security. Actually, security is much better of a bet, because if I spawn something here, I might save myself a lot of steps. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna try to spawn something that... Oh, the pool! Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! We are going to use that, sure. Why not? Oh, because I can't fucking afford it! Oh, no! No! We have a pool, though! We were right! We were right! We have a pool! Wow. Guys, there's a pool. Anyways, we got the key. Now, we gotta actually backtrack. Ah! Ah! Do I backtrack? I have 31 steps. Do I backtrack until the entrance hall? Yeah, I don't see why not. Let's go get those trunks. Let's go get those trunks, because I have a sledgehammer. I have a sledgehammer, so might as well, you know. Where are the noodles? What noodles? What noodles? Also, then look outside. Why? Outside would take steps, sadly. Ooh! Ooh! 2 dice, 4 coins. What is here? 3 gems. That is not bad. That is not bad. Okay, you're saying look outside. Why? Why? Pool noodles? There's no pool noodles. Oh, where are the noodles you mean for the pools? Outside is actually decently important. Yeah, but only if I have things that I can do with it. Like, I believe you. I believe outside is decently important. I have the shelter. I have the shelter. I have the orchard. I have the room with the boxes. But I think the room with the boxes requires some sort of light. The shelter definitely requires some sort of opening. And the orchard requires a specific code that I don't have. And that I have no idea where to get. For starters, with the coin fountain, you think I should throw another coin? I guess I could spend 2 steps just to throw a coin. I guess I haven't thrown a coin in a while. Make a wish. Alright. And then what? Oh, wait! Were these always here? These indentations? Were those indentations always there? Mayhaps they weren't. Mayhaps something is happening when I throw the coins. It said that Sledge smashes padlocks. But it's a coded padlock. And I don't think it works. Like, don't get me wrong. I can absolutely go and try. But I don't think it works. I think we've been here with the sledgehammer and it hasn't worked. I don't quite remember, so I could go. But it is going to waste steps. I want us all to know that it is going to waste steps. I don't remember the direction. I think it's over there. No, down there is the boxes place. I'm back. How many apples did you find? None. I actually haven't found no apples. I'm so disappointed. I am so sick of that. Okay, okay, see, we have the shelter, but I have no idea how to get to the shelter. Because there's nothing here. There's no padlock code or anything. And somewhere around here is the orchard. It's right there. But it's a code, not a padlock. So I don't really have the opportunity of using it. Until I find the code, which I have found no indications of what it could be. Yeah, it's kind of useless. Like, you can't vault over that tiny fence. I am a child, so maybe I can't. Try 1235? No, I don't wanna... No, I don't want to try random numbers. I want to figure it out. If I couldn't figure it out, then I'm not going to take it. Because I don't like the idea of, like, brute forcing it. I want to understand what I'm doing. I want to understand why. So yeah, I don't know how to find that code. But I know that it has to be somewhere in here. Okay, now, I have 3 gems. 3 coins, 1 key. Office! Email, 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 email. The antechamber lever in the greenhouse is broken again. I don't think there is enough time to put in another work order before Simon arrives. So just make sure the west and the east levers are operational. Yeah, this one I've written down This one I know for sure that I've written down. We have some coins. This note is the exact same as before. Flight of the Queen, March of the Court, Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Hearings of the Mayor. This still means nothing to me. I still don't understand it. Gonna open that, even though I don't know what the code is. And we are going to run payroll. Okay, fine. Spread gold. Spread gold. Awesome. And we are going to log in, which I couldn't do before. So now I'm going to be able to see the email. Imagine if the code was 1111. And it might be, but I want to be able to figure it out. What the fuck is that fence? I think even a 5-year-old can pass through and over it. Guys, it doesn't matter. The point is that I don't have the code. Electronic mail. Okay. Okay. All right. From Anne Babbage, next week. Date November 1st, 1993. Subject next week. Sir, you have not left me any instructions for the following week, and you know how much I hate leaving critical plans up until the last minute. As soon as you decide on definitive plans for the holidays, please pass a message on to me, either through Hartley, who is valeting, I guess, for you this weekend, or if you absolutely insist, through this confounded electronic typewriter. That's so cute. That is so cute. What is electronic mail? Does not compute. Cute. Mailbox. That didn't give me much information. That didn't give me much. Date October 8th, 1993, regarding fuse box repair. Gabe, yes, that is the correct functionality. Also, when you are out here next week, please test that the correct sequence is off, blue, green, white, red, purple. Thanks for due diligence on this project, H.S. Sinclair. This literally does not matter because it's not that simple. Depends, like, some of them actually fucking depend on whatever color is adjacent to it. So I don't see how this would matter. I'm gonna screenshot it, but I literally don't think it matters because I've seen it not work this way. So what is this mail gonna give me? Is it gonna give me anything important at all whatsoever? Date October 7, 1993, estate changes. Dear Herbert, we just wanted to let you know that the changes you requested to your will have been implemented and notarized. If your premonition, God forbid, should bear fruit, rest assured that your plans will be executed down to the last detail. Sure, I'm here because of that. That is the least useful email ever. Date October 5th, 1993, fusebox repair. The vac indicator lights installed per instructions have been turned on. However, it should be noted that the white indicator is only displayed after syncing all 6 indicators to purple. If this is not the desired functionality, let us know and we will fix it in our regular service visit next week. That also tells me nothing! Are you killing me? Sorry, are you kidding me? Are you telling me I really did all of this for nothing? Nothing of importance. Awesome. No, that's great. You know what? That's awesome. Floor plans that are hidden from view after drafting archives are considered archive floor plans. I noticed. I thought you were gonna tell me something else about it. I thought maybe you were gonna tell me something interesting about it. East-wing entry estate, exhaust experiment. Experiment! Explain that a little bit more. From the terminal located in the laboratory, scientists and technicians can create experimental house features by selecting a trigger and an effect. This experimental feature will last until the end of the day. I understood that. Anything more that might be interesting? History? No. No. It doesn't feel like I'm getting anything interesting. Red room. They offer powerful expansion options, but come at a great dangerous cost. Do they offer a lot of expansion options? Do they? Okay, I don't think there's anything interesting here. I cannot believe I was tricked into coming to the office to electronic email, and the electronic email gave me shit. It gave me nothing. It gave me nothing. Even with one chair you can use to dig under the fence, and worst of all, you have a spade. It doesn't matter, bro. It's a puzzle game. It told you some special order on how to get white. Yeah, but that's already, like, we already have the instructions, which are much better understandable. And we got that way before this. Because the sequence of colors, it's... I mean, I guess I'll save it just in case. But the sequence of colors is not that simple. Because it really does depend on what is, like, right next to it. It depends on what colors are next to each other, for example. And that was not accounted for in the email. Similarly, the email says, like... it will only work when you have all purple. Oh, I already screenshotted it, actually. But I already know that. We already knew that. You know what I have never found again? Another diskette to upgrade rooms. I wonder if that was one thing that spawned once and never again, which would be so sad and so disappointing. I want to be able to upgrade rooms more than once, you know? Like, I really want to be able to upgrade several rooms. It doesn't seem like there is another one, though. It really seems like it was a one-time chance. Disappointing. Quite disappointing! Okay. Yeah, how do we get more of those? I don't know. I don't understand. Ellie, remember for later new Nikki code? I'm not using them. I'm literally just logging in, doing my dailies, getting out. And unless Infold replies within like 1 week time, I'm uninstalling the game and never looking back. I don't know if I've not made my opinions clear about this, but I'm doing the bare minimum I can in the game and joining the boycott, not giving them any interaction at all whatsoever. No metrics. Sounds like you have something to work out, not just throw your hands into the air. The thing is, I think this is like the kind of thing that, I don't know, that matters before you find the other information. Okay, just in case, let's screenshot the rest. I am logging in once more. Screenshotting all of them. It just doesn't feel like that information gives me anything new to think about or to put together. Because it doesn't even feel accurate, you know? I definitely got that one. I definitely got that one. This one really doesn't matter. Does it? Because it just tells me that the inheritance will have a specific wheel. And that everything has been set up for me to be here doing this. Like, that's all it says. I guess let me screenshot the last one. Yeah, okay. Nix, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. How are you? Hello, hello. Okay. So, I've definitely screenshotted all of them. I don't think they matter, to be completely honest. And we are gonna hope for the best. We are no! Fuck, I forgot. I lost 2 steps. I don't have 2 steps to lose, guys. I don't have 2 steps to lose. Corridor. Corridor's fine. Don't be locked. Okay, awesome. Another corridor? I guess? I could redraw the floor plan and get something a little bit more beneficial, but I'm gonna save that for... I'm gonna save that for the next room, because if this doesn't give me a three-way, I'm kind of screwed. Okay, it gave me a 4, which is exactly what I needed, but I can't afford it. Fuck. Okay, redraw. Oh, fuck. Okay. I either take this or I roll once more and I risk it. I'll take this. I'll take this. This is gonna give me 3 more steps, I think. Wow, look at the stars. Awesome. I wonder if that gives me 3 more steps every single day. So I don't think it gave me 3 steps now. I think it's just gonna give me 3 more steps every day. All of these are bad. 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 Oh, God. Okay. No, I can't afford it. Fuck! Fuck! I shouldn't have done the observatory! I shouldn't have done the observatory. Oh my God, I shouldn't have done the observatory. None of this matters anymore. None of this matters anymore. Call it a day. Oh, bro. Oh. We're gonna go for one more run. We're gonna definitely go for one more run. Borked run. What did we get this time? We didn't even get any new rooms, but I guess we at least got to see the office and understand what the email has for me, which is nothing, and understand that it's not going to have any diskettes. We also got to confirm once more, even though I had forgotten about it, that the sledgehammer is not useful for the orchard outside. Anything else that we got? Trucks are almost always worth it. That's something that we got. Den. Right away. Den right away. Love it, love it, love it. And you didn't beat the game. I know. Am I that bad, or is it just bad luck? Am I that bad, or is it just bad luck? Because I'm gonna put this here. And I'm gonna go somewhere else. For example, if I go to the pantry, that has 4 coins. If I go to the parlor, that has gems. I'm gonna go to the parlor for now. Prioritize the gems, which... Apple! Ain't that a nice gift? That's such a nice surprise. Okay, the gems are in a box with a statement that contains the letter U. The blue box is true. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter B. So every single statement contains the letter B. So this has to be true no matter what. The blue box is true. Therefore, this has to be true. Therefore, this one is wrong. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter U. This one has it. This one... Ooh! Ooh, okay. 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 The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter B. This one is true, no matter what. No matter what, this one has to be true. The blue box is true. And that means this one is true. Which means this one is lying. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter U. So the gems are in a box that doesn't contain the letter U. This one contains the letter U. This one does not. But this one also does not, technically, because when you say a statement like this, what you put on quotes doesn't actually count for the statement, which means it could be either in this one or in this one. But there's gotta be something I'm not understanding, right? Because this game has never been ambiguous. This game has never been ambiguous. Imagine if inside that room you could get the password for the fence. What room? I don't remember what I got, but there's no way because I think I had seen all of those rooms before. Why not do a dead end in the corner? What corner? This one? I want this to be unimpeded because it's less likely to be locked. The gems are in a box. Okay, so the gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter U. So they are not in here, but they might be here. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter B. What? This is true. This is true. This is fake. This one is difficult. What am I missing? Gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter U. I don't want to fuck this up. I really want these gems. Is it tricking me? Is it counting the U inside of the statement? It shouldn't. If you're writing a logic puzzle and you're breaking the rules, you're not writing a good logic puzzle. So... the gems aren't in a box with a statement containing the letter U. So... a statement that has the letter U cannot have the gems. So this one cannot have the gems. But this one can. But that one also can. Gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter B. Blue box is true. Gems are in a... Am I missing something? Can anyone figure this out? Because I feel like I'm missing something and... I don't understand, and I don't like not understanding things. I'm sure that I understand this. Right. How many have to be true? At least one. At least one has to be true, and at least one has to be false. But the third one can be either true or false. So this one... the gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter B. This one has to be true because one of these boxes has the gems and all of them feature the word box, 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 box. Therefore, regardless of which one it is going to make this statement true. That means that this one, the blue box is true, is also true. And that means this one has to be false. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter U. Which means, because this is false, that the gems are not in a box with a statement containing the letter U, or rather, a statement containing the letter U will not have the gems. I think it's a blue one. I mean, I think it's a blue one because this one you could be a dick and go like, oh well, technically it has the letter U because it told you that it had the letter U, so it like it was on the label. But that's not a logical puzzle. That's just a trick, a trap, and I don't like it. I'm gonna go for blue because it's the safe option, but I'm surprised that the game is resorting to trickery instead of an actual good logic puzzle, because so far it hasn't resorted to that. And it's slightly disappointing. I'm not going to pretend it isn't. I hate all of these options, but the chapel, listen, we have no money. We have no money, maybe we can save it later, you know? Like, maybe... At the end of the day, it doesn't matter all that much. Hopefully. But there was no trickery? Yeah, there was. Because the only way to have that be the right box is if you're counting the letter U inside of this. Like, the letter U was in quotes, which means that it's not part of the statement for a logical puzzle. But if you're counting the blue box as being the only one that doesn't have a U in the statement, is because you're counting the U in quotes as part of the statement, which goes like opposite to what the statement is saying. Paranoia the boxes? It's not even paranoia, it's just not a good logic puzzle. I think this is Yuna. I really actually love logical puzzles, and that makes no sense whatsoever. I think no matter what I do, I'm kind of screwed here a little bit. So I think it might be better to either get the 2 items and back off and never have to see the chapel again. Yeah, I'm gonna choose that. I'm gonna be a little bit adventurous. Running shoes! What does it do? What does it do? Occasionally save steps when traveling longer distances. Okay. Alright, sure. That sounds good. That sounds fine. Alright, so I'm going to go backwards into the kitchen. And I have no money, but at the very least I might be able to get to the foundation like this. And if I get to the foundation, if I get to the foundation, I'm not gonna spawn the courtyard just yet, because I need to go up, up, up. The patio might be a little bit more worth it. Spread gems in each green room, but we don't have any green rooms spawned right now, so that also might be kind of a trap. I think I'm gonna go West Wing Hall because I do want less chances of getting locked. Don't tell me this is a locked door. Okay, it isn't! Awesome! Awesome, awesome, awesome. Ha 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 ha. Nuke. Okay, get me that key, and ideally, we also get an option to spawn an interesting dead end. Hallway. All of them suck. Oh no, all of them suck. Okay, fine. Hallway. I'll grab the hallway. I'll hopefully spawn like a breaker room or a closet or something. A lavatory. Have I spawned a lavatory? have spawned a lavatory at all whatsoever. It's not a bad opportunity. I already have a dead end. So what do we have in the lavatory? There has to be something. It has to be worth it in one tiny little way. If there's absolutely nothing in the lavatory, it seems like there's absolutely nothing in the lavatory. Okay, now I know. Now I know. Now I understand. Now I perceive. Now we know. Might as well get it out of the pool so it quits getting in the way. What, the lavatory? Might as well, you know, have it done. I don't know. Check the description in the inventory. You're not wrong. I should do that. Bedroom or commissary? I don't have items, but it would allow me to keep going through the west, which is quite useful. I don't have money, sorry. Gotta go. Thanks for stream. Bye-bye. Goodbye, Rites. Thank you so much for coming here. Thank you for being here. I hope that you enjoyed, and thank you for your help. And I hope that you sleep well and that you feel very well rested in the morning. How do I read the room directory? Red rooms. Lavatory. A room one might go to great lengths to avoid showing guests despite them... What? What? A room one might go to great lengths to avoid showing guests despite them always probing for its location. Standard rarity, red room, dead end. It doesn't seem to have much going for it. It really doesn't seem to have anything going for it. Interestingly. What do we have here today? We have a gem. We have salt shaker, sledgehammer, metal detector. Very curious about the metal detector, because I don't know what's the use case for it. Fuck. Fuck. I guess I'm gonna go to the terrace. I'm gonna have to backtrack anyways, so might as well make sure that green rooms are not gonna cost me anything. Yay! 2 coins! Ain't that nice? This is cute. Okay, this is cute. Do I get any advantage from being here? I don't think so. Alright, so now green rooms are not gonna take gems, which is very beneficial. Now I have 2 coins. A gem is 3 coins. God damn it. Not very helpful. You needed the keys. Why not garage? I guess we can do it elsewhere. The thing is, I know that I'm gonna have all of these space to like go through. And normally I get locked by lack of keys or lack of gems. Because lack of gems also locks you as much as lack of keys. So not having to worry about green rooms costing gems might actually save me. It's all about RNG. Of course, it's like, it might save me or it might not help me at all whatsoever, you know? Let me buy a banana. Thank you. Yeah. It might save me. It might have been my doom and my fall. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, so that's the stupid chapel. And this is my lifeline. I love all of these. Fuck. I cannot go to the freezer, sadly, because I literally will log myself up. But freezes your accounts. Money and gems amount will not reset at the end of the day, and they cannot be adjusted or used until tomorrow. That obviously you want to get when you have a lot in your pockets, because right now I don't have anything in my pocket, but those are great. This one obviously doesn't amount to anything because I don't have coins, so there's nothing that I can buy And also it would lock me up. So I clearly have to go for this one, which is going to use up all my gems. One major key, one minor key. Very interested. Wow, very cool. Very, very cool. So I got one major... Woo! The prism key. If you unlock a door with the prism key in a green room, hallway, bedroom, red room, or shop, you will draw floor plans of that same color. Oh, interesting. Now, let me see the notes. Denoted inverse. What does that mean? I don't know enough music theory to have any idea what this might mean. Denoted inverse. What is that? Huh. Right. Obviously, I'm not leaving this room until I've seen every little corner of it. Because I don't want to miss any clues or anything. Chairs don't seem to have anything. I really like the chairs. They have a nice design to them and a nice color palette. I wonder if it's important to see the pattern. Okay, wait. We've seen lyrics before. We have seen lyrics before. I don't know if they matter. Let's read this. Find here within this first word sung the key you seek in major tongue, but half the sheets are missing from the four you hold, the rest far flung. A half note held is quite the pun. Among this scattered symphony, a message hidden beneath the keys, in bold words sung by you and me, a fractured note, an urgent plea, in bold words sung, I do repeat. The ones of you who oft assume that you alone can solve this tune are likely going to get your due and all the rage that will ensue while working on this simple clue. White pages lined with melodies do hide the words we've come to seek, and from our choice among all these we write down one that seems to be the loudest type with ink that bleeds. Okay, so find here within this first word sung the key you seek in major tongue, but half the sheets are missing from the four you hold, the rest far flung. So it says half the sheets are missing. The four you hold, the rest far flung, which should mean that there's going to be 4 more sheets. We have found 1 so far, unless it counts every sheet and not just every location, in which case I'm pretty sure it was 2. Let me check my screenshots. I am pretty sure it was 2. Oh, where is it? Wait. I'll figure it out. Okay, I found number 8 before. They are numbered and everything. It was only one of the sheets and it was the last one. So, oof. I don't know that I'm gonna be able to do much with that because I'm missing too many things in between. So, find here within this first words sung the key you seek in major tongue. But half the sheets are missing from the 4 you hold, the rest far flung. A half note held is quite the pun. Among the scattered symphony, a message hidden beneath the keys. In bold words sung by you and me, a fractured note and your gentle plea. In bold words sung, I do repeat. So it's saying a lot in bold words. One thing that's confusing me is here when it says in these first words. And I'm wondering, do I have to read the first words? Find the but, the a in, there, that, are, and while. That doesn't make sense. White, do, and we, the. I don't think it's the first word. What about these first words? So find here the key, but half the 4, a half. Among, a mess in bold, a fractured in bold. The ones that you are like and all will work. No, there's no way. White pages, do hide, and from we write the loud. There's no fucking way that means anything. So maybe it is just the bolded words. The bolded words would be first. Okay, first words I on. Maybe the I is not there. Maybe the I was not bolded. Okay, first is definitely bolded. First is definitely bolded, right? Then, is this I bolded or is that I normal? This one has the word words. So, first words on the first words on the something 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 message. That means nothing. That means nothing. So interesting. Okay, once I put all of the music sheets together, it might mean something. This is making me so excited because I just want to find all of the other music sheets, which means I'm gonna want to find the music room so many more times. You know what? I need to stop making my priority trying to get to the antechamber. I think my priority should definitely be for a while to just find all the rooms that I'm trying to get. But at the same time, it's like, it's the same priority, right? Because to get more rooms, I need to get further into the castle. And I can only get further into the castle by prioritizing getting out into more doors. So, I don't know. I don't know. We have to find the room with the machine with the predictions again. Like the guy who's gonna tell me my future or whatever. That one we have to find again. And we definitely have to find this room again. But I feel like only after I have found all of the other... Well, do I need to find this room again? I just need to find all the Rumpus room? Yeah. Is that piano in front of something? I don't think so. I really don't think so. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Okay, so now let's go up. Please don't be locked. Awesome, thank you very much. I could not lock myself. I'm gonna have to choose the pantry no matter what I choose. No matter what I want, I have to choose the pantry, which is going to give me a little bit of money. And would you look at that? A banana! This game really said, oh, you want apples, huh? Fuck you. Okay. See? The gem thing is already being useful. The gems thing is already being useful. Buried below, occasionally you may discover small amounts of dirt in certain rooms of the estate. With a shovel, one may be able to excavate. I know that. Do you think I'm stupid? Do you think I'm a fool? Do you think I don't know how to use a shovel? I'll teach you how to use a shovel. Give me a shovel. Give me a shovel. I'll teach you how to use a shovel. Oh, there's two dirt mounds. I want a shovel. I want a shovel! Frick. Okay. Spare room is my only option, sadly. So we're gonna have to go for that one. And don't be locked. Don't be locked. Don't be locked. Awesome! Thank you very much. Okay, we are going to go for the drawing room. I definitely don't want to lock myself up. That is the last gem that I had, but I don't want to lock myself up. Do I have any keys, any gems, any coins, anything useful here? Nothing. Awesome. No, that's fine. That's fine. I didn't care for it. Let's see what we can spawn in here. We can spawn a storeroom, which honestly, I think is worth it right now. Cause the way up from there was blocked by the foundation. So at the most, I was gonna find some mounds of dirt if I had a shovel, but I don't even have a shovel, so not much of a point. Okay, give me something good. Give me something good. I guess I'll take security. It's not the best right now. It's not the best. It's not the best. It's good that I can already set up the security, but I don't know that it's gonna be all that useful. What I really need, what I really need is more information. I need so much more information. Confirm setting. Okay. Back. Okay. Exit. Okay. I need way more information. We're gonna go here. No, we're gonna go here. Just use a normal key, I think. Wait. Exit. This is a blue room. It's a standard room. Do I want to spawn specifically a standard room? I don't think so. Because if I'm going to try and spawn a specific room, I'll probably want either a hallway, which has many doors, or green rooms, which are all going to be free right now. And there is a chance they're going to give me something like a shovel and a lot of items. So no, I want to use a normal key. I thankfully do have 2 of those. Okay, library is fucking useless. Gymnasium is not the best. Observatory will have to be, although... Oh, fuck. It's gonna have to be a gymnasium. It's gonna have to be a gymnasium. Fuck! We needed it eventually. What did we need eventually? There's nothing useful here. Cool. Okay. Let's try to spawn a breaker room. A utility closet! Let's fucking go! That's exactly what I wanted! Okay. We get to actually read the instructions this time. we get to not fuck up. We get to not fuck up, okay? So what did I do wrong last time? I need all of the lights to be green first, okay? First, we turn them all green. All right. Now that they are all green, I can start turning them red and blue. So, blue, red, red, blue, no, wait. How did I fuck up again? I knew how to do this. Okay. Blue. Blue. Blue? Blue? Blue. Okay. Jesus Christ. How do I forget how to do this? How do I always forget how to do this? That's crazy. That is so stupid. Okay. Alright. Now, I have the white lights. I have the white light. And what does that do? Wait, is this what the new email was for? Is this what the email was for? Okay. Wait. What did the lights specifically say about this? Should be noted that the white indicator is only on display after syncing all 6 indicators to purple. Yeah, I know. What about the white light though? White, off, blue, green, white, red, purple. That doesn't tell me anything. That doesn't tell me anything. What does the blue mean? What does the white mean? Sorry. Like, I'm literally just confused about what I'm trying to get here. I know how to get them all purple. I know how to get them all purple. Don't forget the switches at the bottom. Okay, let's turn the gymnasium off. Dark room, let's leave on. Garage? Why would we turn it off? Let's put it on. Why would I want the garage to be off? This we're gonna turn off. Because that unlocks them all. But what is this for? We have white. And now what? What do I do with the white? You know what I mean? Like, it makes no sense. Like, okay. I have my white light, now what? What's the point? I'm so confused about that. Okay, I have my white light. I'll leave it there, I guess. I have a white light. Let's go here. And now it's not. Oh, let's fucking go, bro. Let's fucking go. And now it's not costing me the extra steps. We're gonna use a normal key. I am not spawning any more fucking red rooms. How do I know if rank 8 has been reached? That's my biggest issue. I have no idea. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Is it the distance? Okay, I'm going to grab the code check and pray with everything I got that the security room is gonna spawn something good. Retrieve item. No. Yeah? No? Check item. Do I want to... Do I want to keep the prism key on here or the garden key in here? I still don't know how to use the garden key. I guess I'm not using this room. I guess I just spent steps for no reason. And I locked myself in for no reason. That's cool. No, that's fine. Don't worry about it. That's fine. Yeah. Red room! And I have no gems. Oh, I hate this. Oh, I hate this. Oh, no. I can make it to the commissary and buy a gem. But I can't. Once I've drawn a room, I must select one. So I can't. So it's mail room and the run is over. Fuck! Why? Why? Am I doing something wrong? Is my personal way to handle this game just doomed? Do I have to do something different? I would love to know, but at the same time, I don't want to watch anyone else's because I don't want to get spoiled. Okay, this is what we have. This is what I was using. It's fine. I don't have a magnifying glass. That is something that I need a magnifying glass for. We still don't have anything new in here. What did I get? Amateur lockpick kit. That's so cute. Well, this is so useful. I hate my life. I hate my life. Wow, it's such a good thing to have around, especially when I don't get to fucking use it. I'm gonna put the lockpick in the code check. I think I'd rather have the lockpick in here than the garden key, because I never even seen the garden key. So I'm gonna put the lockpick kit in here. It gives me a chance that I won't need a key every time I walk, which is great. Let me go to the fountain and drop my little coin of the day in there. That way I at least get something out of this run. You just don't trust the banana? I do not trust the banana. Fuck the banana. Fuck the goddamn banana. That configuration of lights on the sheet is completely different than the one you were trying to make? No, it's not. I followed those instructions. That configuration of lights is the instructions I follow. Now, since you retrieve them, you cannot use them on a better run. I know. That's why I said, like, fuck my life. I hate my life, bro. I hate it. Okay, this does not seem to be changing. It does seem to be the exact same indentations every day. But I don't know. Why am I wishing? What am I wishing for? What is the point? Also... Huh? Huh? Did this always have this many things on the floor? Is the fountain getting more circles around it as I walk? I legitimately cannot tell. I legitimately cannot tell. Ooh. Ooh. House history. Day 1, day 2. This doesn't really tell me much. Day 3 was so good. I got so far. And then never again. And then never fucking again. Well, I think I'll call it a day. I think I'll call it. I don't have anything else that I can do. That configuration of lights on the sheet is completely different from the one you were trying to make. I don't know what the fuck lights are for. To be completely honest, because I understand the top part, which is like turn the electricity off so that the locks can get, the digital locks can get overridden. I understand that bit. I understand the turning the rooms on and off for the garage, why would you want to turn the garage off? I guess I don't know because I've never been in the garage, but there's the garage, the gymnasium, the red room, dark room, and something that's scratched out. In the dark room, it just gives you light, which is better. And it stops the room, question mark, from maybe. I mean, it maybe stops the room from making it so you don't see what you're drawing. Still have to try that one because I've never done it. Then the gymnasium takes your steps away. So by turning the light off, you don't lose extra steps, which is very nice. The garage, I don't understand why would you want to turn it off. I don't get it. Didn't the instructions you found in the mailroom say you need them in a specific configuration? No, it doesn't. Let me check it again, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Utility room, fuse box, VAT indicator settings. It says press any button above to activate blue, and that means you only get blue if you have all of the lights on green. Then it says press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. 5 purples indicator are needed to activate the 6th. But that doesn't tell me what I'm trying to do with them. That doesn't tell me why I would want X amount of buttons in X amount of colors. It says more detailed instructions will be sent by electronic mail to the address the client has provided. Wait. 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 Gabe, yes, that is the correct functionality. Also, when you're out there next week, please test that the correct sequence is off, blue, green, white, red, purple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have to try and achieve... off, blue, green, white, red, purple? Is that what this is saying? Oh! Oh, did I call it already? I did not call it. Not yet. Not yet, my darling. Let's go to the utility closet. If I have enough steps, which I don't think I do. I have 11 steps. Ooh. But, you know, we have the running shoes, so there's a chance. There is a chance as long as I don't fuck up. What's the biggest, the fastest route to the utility closet? Music room, pantry, patio. I think I might make it. I might make it. Music room, pantry, patio. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's gonna be real close. It's gonna be real close. Okay. Okay, I just want to know what it does. I just want to know what it does. So, I also don't know how to do this. Off, blue, green, white, red, and purple. I need 6 purples to activate the white. But I've never managed to do 5 purples without leaving the possible white on the edge. Okay, so I have to turn this one into white. Oh, fuck. See, I don't know how to do it without leaving the edge to be... The purple, the last non-purple. It's so difficult for me to understand how to do that. And now I lost this one. Fuck! This is so difficult for me. This is so fucking difficult for me. I don't understand it whatsoever. Okay. Can I reach all of the other colors? Can I reach all the other colors? Off. Off is easy because it circles to off, no problem. Okay, so off I can do at the last moment, it's fine. Blue. Blue is difficult because I need to touch a blue right next to it. I hate this. Oh, I actually hate this. Okay, so for the buttons... To get a button off is just simple cycling. It cycles through stuff without affecting the colors adjacent to it. All right, that's not a problem. To get a blue, I don't get it by cycling. I get it to by pressing a blue right next to it. And does it work regardless of the color? No, if it's red, it turns purple. But if it's any other color, so we have... Okay, let me run the test. If it's off, it turns blue. If it's green, it turns blue. If it's red, it turns purple. And there's literally no other option. Okay, so to get a blue... I need to press a blue next to it as long as it is not red. Okay, what else do I need? Green is simple because you just circle through it. And it doesn't affect anything else. Okay, green is a simple cycling situation. So is red, I think. I think red you just get simply by cycling. So red is also simple cycling. And so off, blue, green, red, white, and purple. White is super fucking complicated. Purple, I need it to be red. And then click an adjacent blue. It turns it purple. Okay. And then white, I need all of the other ones to be purple. All others must be purple. So what if I turn all of them red? Can I turn all of them red? Kind of not. Wait. Oh, fuck. If it's purple and I press blue, it swaps to blue. I fucking hate that. If it is purple and I hit adjacent blue, it turns blue. This is so fucking difficult. I don't appreciate it. Okay, so I can turn these two into reds. And then, therefore, turn those two into purples. I can turn these two into reds. And therefore, turn this into purple. I can turn this into red. And then what does this do? Ah! Now I can turn you white. Okay. Okay. There's something. That's the one that has to be white. Okay. Now I'm gonna work on the blue. I'm so nervous. So I don't understand what I just did. I really don't. I need this one to be blue. And I don't know how to do that. That one is blue now. What does that mean? Okay. Can I turn you green? Can I turn you off? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Can I turn you red without missing everything else? Fuck! No, wait. Can someone clip this? I don't want to have to figure it out every time. Please, I don't want to figure it out every time. I just want to never have to do this again. Please, someone clip this so I can follow exactly how it was. No? Why? You're so mean to me. The shelter! The shelter! The shelter! I have 2 steps, bro! The gemstone cavern has permanently been unlocked and added to your campsite! Fuck yeah, bro! I don't need to do this ever again! I don't need to do this! I have 3 fucking steps and it doesn't matter! Don't need a clip for it! No, I fucking don't! Wah! Wah! it a day. I'm very happy with this situation. I am so happy with this situation. Every day I'll start with 2 gems. Bro, that is so much. That is so much. Like, is it a lot? No, it's not 2 gems. I go through them like this. But at the same time, it's like, I already start with something. And I get to explore the shelter. And there's a computer in there. Let's not forget that. There's a computer in there. Okay, please, next time, I need you guys to remind me to go into the shelter first thing. Because I'll forget. I know myself, I'll forget. I need to go first thing, just into the shelter. I need to explore it. I know that's gonna waste a couple of steps, but like, it's worth it. It's worth it. I want to explore that. Oh, this is so exciting. Wow, what a high. What a high I'm feeling right now. Wait, so I don't need the puzzle anymore. I'm still gonna put it like nice and colored into my journal because I want my journal to be like a memory of what I've been through. But I have it. I don't need it anymore. Don't you have a notebook, Ellie? Yeah, but the notebook is for like game knowledge. I don't want a little reminder in here. I don't want a reminder of what to do. That's lame. That doesn't fit. That doesn't fit with the rest, you know? That doesn't fit with the vibe. What matters is the vibe of the journal at the end of it. I want it to look cohesive and to give me like, to be a good memory of the game I played and the fun I had. Which I'm having so much fun. I'm having so much fun. I love this game so much. I've seen a couple of people call it like, not a couple of people, a couple of thumbnails calling it game of the year, and I think the year is a little bit too early. It's a little bit too early in the year to really judge that, to be honest. But it is very much a contender. Like, it's a very good contender for sure. It's exciting. It's fresh. It's unique. It's... I don't know. I could keep throwing random words in there, but like, it's making my head tingle in all the right ways. And every time I'm gonna play this game, I get so excited. I actually get really excited. As you guys know, if you've been following my obsessive ranting, I haven't been too happy these days because one of the games that I've loved the most for the last half a year is being destroyed in front of my eyes and being taken away from me. And I'm grieving in a way. Like, it's not serious. I get it. It's just a game. But it's a game that gave me a lot of happiness and that I got really invested in. So I've been kind of moody this last few days. I've been kind of moody. Today, as soon as I started playing Blueprints, it's like it's a different universe. No moodiness, no sadness, no thinking about Nikki. Just this game makes me so happy. I cannot believe. I just cannot believe how well crafted it is. How much love and care clearly went into this. And how excited every little discovery makes me. Because now that I'm discovered this, it's like, it sounds little. It's just 2 gems. But at the same time, it's like, I feel like I meta progressed. It feels like its progression is gonna follow me. This gonna follow me for the entire thing. And I don't have any more upgraded runes, which is very sad because I love that the courtyard is always unlocked, but I wish I could get more upgrades like those. I can't believe I had the rumpus room right there and I couldn't grab it. But see, with extra gems, maybe I could have. With extra gems, maybe I could have. Don't you have notes to remember for your streams? Rarely, there's not really a guarantee that I'll be able to read it. We have become the notebook. The notebook is for game knowledge. You need to make this cryptic knowledge available for other girl tubers in need. I would, but I don't think it's fun to have the knowledge spoiled for you, you know? Like, the entire point of the game is to discover stuff and to take your own notes. Good job on that, Ellie. Thank you! I'm sure that it was kind of frustrating to watch me fumble at tests that you would probably have solved easily. But it was difficult for me, and I still got it. I still got it. If the journal is missing a gradual decline in penmanship that leads into half-coherent run, then we'll know she's touched it up. Oh, I'm absolutely touching it up. You think I went to look for a pencil because I don't intend to touch it up? If I wanted to write this in a pen, I could have. I do have a pen in this room. But I wanted a pencil because I want to be able to touch up these notes and make them look pretty. I want them to make them look pretty. So I'm gonna touch them up. 2 or 3 runs of blueprints a week with Ellie is simply not enough. Listen, maybe I'll do a couple more next week. Like, maybe I'll do 2 instead of 1 next week. Because I've been a little bit lost in the whole waiting to see what's gonna happen with Nikki. I'm really excited about the things that I want to do in Nikki, but at the same time, I don't know if I'm gonna keep playing the game at all or not. So it's been difficult to plan and have certainty about this next few weeks with the whole thing going on. If I end up uninstalling the game and never playing it again with Nikki, we're talking about Nikki, then next week I could do 2 runs of blueprints. I could. I would have the open slot. Come on, Ellie, Nikki's giving free codes. It's not that bad. It is worse. It is worse. Perfectly reasonable. I'd be scowling a lot too. I mean, yeah, and I know it's nothing serious. It's just a game. But it's still, like, I was invested, you know? It's still, I was invested and I was enjoying it. And I was, like, it was my escape at night. And I don't get that. And so, like, I'm pissed. I'm pissed. Why did you say the name? Huh? I'm okay with talking about it, to be honest. Really sorry to hear that Baba Is You is getting ruined. What? Baba Is You? Huh? What did I say that was interpreted that way? Huh? The only hard part is to take the fence seriously. It's a puzzle game. It's not supposed to be like the obstacles are not supposed to be realistic. They're supposed to be a puzzle. By the way, Ellie, I know you can be a bit slow. I was being sarcastic this whole time. Yeah, I know. I know, but thank you for the clarification. Because sometimes I do struggle reading tone when it's written words. Like, unless it's exaggerated as fuck, I can end up wondering, like, was that a joke? Or was that for real? But yeah, in your case, you were so exaggerated that it was obvious it was a joke. I didn't read it out loud, but a whole 8 minutes of free income for free? Oh my god, they really are sorry for what they did. That's so exaggerated, you know? Like, I getcha. I getcha. I know that feeling, Ellie, since you should have read it. I felt horrible too when they fucked up Magia Record and Time Money. They were good catches. Yeah, I mean, it's not that serious. It's just a game. But at the same time, once you spend all of that time, emotional investment, and money, you spend good money, I can bet. I was spending like the minimum amount of money, like $5 per month, and that's it. And even that is like, I'm fucking pissed. I'm pissed. I don't like that. I feel like I didn't get my money's worth because I never even got to finish the story before it got swooped under my metaphorical feet. I think the Met Gala gave your brain momentum. Maybe. I've been engaging with my brain for a bit now. I spend money on my here record. Yeah, I would have assumed. That reminds me of that one gacha game that imploded on itself so badly that the global server is collapsing on itself. Well, that might happen with Nikki. Like, literally. I've never seen a response like this to anything. If I understand correctly, your main grab is with the intro changes, right? Yeah, with the lore. Because here's the thing. The predatory gacha, like... I could just be free to play, which is what I always intended. I could just forgo the idea of engaging with the dress up as much as I want to. Like, I could suck it up, you know? I shouldn't have to. I really shouldn't have to. And this is egregious and bad. But if anything else, I could suck it up. The dying system is terribly predatory, and I fucking hate it. But again, it's like the kind of thing that if everything else fails, I could suck it up. But I could suck it up in pursuit of getting to explore the storyline that was set up and all of the mysteries that I wanted solved. If those are not gonna be there anymore, literally nothing else is worth sucking up. Because, like, if I don't get story, and I also don't get dress up because it's egregiously expensive, and I also don't get to dye the clothes because it's egregiously expensive, then what is there for me to do? What is there for me to enjoy? Yeah, the story is the big thing, because the story is enjoyable by everyone, free-to-players included. The moment you take the story away, the only people who enjoy it are those who are willing to wail. And, like, that's not gonna be me. That's not gonna be me. And even if I was like, ooh, I have billions of dollars and I can wail as much as I want, story still comes first. I didn't get hooked on Nikki because of the dress up. I got hooked because the intro was magical and whimsical and fantastical and interesting, and because it hooked me. And now the intro's gone, and the characters from the intro are gone, and the mysteries from the intro are gone, and yeah. I have is not news to me because I played Overwatch and I also played other EA games and Halo and Guardian Tales and Epic 7 and Genshin. And Genshin and Honkai and Persona 3 Reloaded and Tekken 8 and Ubi and Blizzard and Riot Games and Fortnite and Apex Legends and Titanfall and Call of Duty. Holy shit, Crumpets. It sounds like you are a battle-hardened veteran. Just... You sound... Right now you have 60 years old, you're in a bar wearing a cowboy hat, and you're smoking a cigar while drinking a whiskey, and you're saying, yeah, I've seen some shit. That's my image of you right now. This very moment. Dankes, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Hi, Ellie. Good to see you again. Hope everything has been well. I'm sorry I missed your stream. Don't apologize. I'm surprised you're here. I'm surprised. Aren't you traveling? Cause like, I'm not what you should be watching if you're traveling. But I'm surprised that you're here, and I'm thankful that you were here. And thank you so much for being a member for 24 months. I hope that you've been enjoying. I hope that you keep enjoying, and I hope that your trip is going great. Are you joining the summer art contest for Cloud Meadow? This year they are banning anything that looks remotely assisted or made with AI. I doubt it. I doubt it, because it's likely that, like, I would be spending a lot of time trying to put out something barely decent that's definitely going to get completely, like, swept by people who have a lot more skills than me. And I have so much to do that I'd rather not spend my time in a contest that I know I'm not gonna win. Like, if it's like, considering it like, oh yeah, I can make fan art of it, it's nice, I like making fan art, But if it's for a contest, it's like I already feel like I'm spending my time on something I'm not gonna win, and it's like it feels pointless, you know? Isn't the new intro much more visually impressive though? Would you like it as much if it was like that from the start? What if the change was the other way from the new to the original? So the thing is that the new intro is much more visually impressive just for the segment that is a glorified ad for the limited banner. The moment the seer starts giving you the whole lore drop is just people talking, just standing there. So it stops being visually impressive. The only part of the new intro that's visually impressive is the part that will stop making any sense the moment the limited banner goes away. Not only that, but the other original intro was visually impressive in ways this one isn't, and in ways that matters more. I assume because you're asking this that you haven't seen the video that I posted basically deglossing everything, but this could have worked. This new intro is visually impressive and it could have worked with two changes. One, make it a continuation of the story instead of a retcon of the story. There's literally no reason to ruin what we already had and to tell us that none of the things we invested emotionally in matter, like they don't matter. There's no reason to put this as an intro. Because it doesn't do anything that an intro is supposed to do. An intro is supposed to hook you. An intro is supposed to introduce you to the world and the characters. And an intro is supposed to give you a reason to be invested into discovering this world. What this does as an intro is it doesn't introduce a single fucking character. Even the seer just refuses to tell you anything about her, and you don't learn anything about Nikki. You don't learn anything about Momo. He just gets spawned. You hear about Enna in mentions, and then Enna is just standing there, and she gives you a 10th of the information she gave you before, and she just tells you, okay, I'll see you later. There's no introduction of data. There's no introduction to the city. There's no introduction to the world. Instead of introducing you to the world, this new cinematic tells you that the world doesn't matter and that you have no reason to get invested in it and or to enjoy it because it's going to be destroyed anyways. And that is something that could have been a quest. It could have been like the quest of possibly saving the world or not. It could have been after the main storyline ends in chapter 8, right before the Silvergale area, or right after. It doesn't matter. Are you telling me that if I download Nikki and start playing now, I will not feel invested in the world? I'm telling you that. I'm telling you a bunch of new players are saying like, hey, I'm a new player. I'm confused. What the fuck is going on? Because the intro does not make any attempts at introducing anything. It just introduces you to the new banner, which is not going to be there on the next patch. So it's gonna be just more confusing. It's not more visually impressive the moment it stops being an ad, and yeah. The original intro was more fun, including the Enna part. The original intro did everything better, except for like the visual spectacle and the soundtrack. The soundtrack in this one is really good. But again, this quote-unquote intro has no reason to be an intro. It's the kind of thing that you do want to see after it's been set up a little bit. And Vorador, I don't know if you were here last time when we... I guess not because of the time. But last time when I did an endurance to finish the Nikki main quest. At the end of the main quest, you get characters introducing the concept of time traveling. Introducing the concept of trying to use a big amount of power to solve the mistakes and then ending up in the past, right? That is something that's very relevant to the Seer storyline. But if you get it as soon as the game starts, you're a new player, this is what you see first. By the time it comes up in the main story, it's not a reveal. It's not something interesting. It was clearly meant to be a setup that was suddenly not longer a setup. And it's just a mess. From any narrative standpoint, it's just a mess. No one is impressed with it being a replacement. It works perfectly as a continuation of the main storyline. It just looks like the new intro wants to be a grander, more profound setup. Yeah, but it doesn't set up. That's the problem. It doesn't set up. It just lore drops in the most boring way possible. And it doesn't give you a reason to be invested in anything. Meanwhile, I've been playing They Are Billions and Surviving Mars since 2018, and they are still great. Hell, I've been playing Emperor Rise of the Middle Kingdom, a game from the 2000s that's still good. All you need to know about me and gaming is that every game I liked and got invested in since I was a teen has either been ruined or morphed beyond what made them special to me. Yeah. Also, gacha games are never worth it as any fair form of investment. The way you need to look at spending money in a gacha game is by knowing that any and every coin you use is money lost, not invested. I think it's money invested as long as it gives you a proportional amount of happiness to what money you spent. Which is why I would never consider like whaling the way that some people spend $200, because I know that there's no amount of happiness the game could give me that would be worth $200. But like $5 is... If it's gonna give me a few months of happiness, that's worth it, you know? You have more chances of winning than me. I still don't have chances of winning, I don't think. What about Long Momo? Long Momo was an event. He's not gonna go be back. They got rid of a sensible intro for the equivalent of dropping you into a developer's test room. Yeah, basically, they got rid of personal stakes and world and characters introduction, plot introduction, and mysteries introduction intro to change it into something that's like universe level threat, which let me tell you something. There's a reason why every show and every movie franchise ever leaves the saving the world storyline for when they are a few seasons in or a few movies in. People need time to invest in the characters. People need time to invest in the world. There is not going to be an emotional investment into saving a world that you know nothing about, into saving people that you know nothing about, because our brains are not made to be that altruistic. Like, you can understand that a world dying is bad, but if you don't have any sort of emotional bonding to it, you're just not going to care as much as saving one or two people that you actually do care for. Like, that's just how our brains are made to work. I would say the OG doesn't have anything to lose to the new intro. Just look at the effects of the dresses. They only swapped that for space effect to seem cooler for the dress ad as intro. I genuinely think the OG is better. It has, the new one has more visual spectacle, and it has a wonderful soundtrack, beautiful music, but it doesn't work as an intro. It was not designed to be an intro, and it shows. I had to do something just now, sorry, but as for what you said earlier, yeah, I'm actually back home and took a long sleep. Oh, you're back home! The trick was great, funny, and crazy all in one. I'm glad to hear that, Dankis. I'm glad that you enjoyed. I'm glad that you had a good trip. Delphine, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Maybe it makes things intentionally more vague so that it helps to pad out and retcon content over years of live service. Maybe over years of live service, but bro, it's been 5 months. They made one storyline, released it at the beginning of the game, and never released parts of the main storyline again, never expanded on it. So like, it's like, you know what people have been saying, which is something that I don't relate to because I never had that experience. People have been saying this move felt like dying MMO or MMO that's 5 years into its life cycle. But it's happened in 5 months. It makes no sense. There is one storyline that has 8 chapters that was released in 1.1 and it was never expanded on. And that is all they had to consider. All they had to consider was that. There was no need to change it. I figure if I play something every single day, an hour or more a day for a year, they deserve to get paid. Yeah, I think so too. It's as I keep saying, it's about cost versus benefit. If it's too costly for the benefit, it's a bad deal. If it's not, like, if it gets you a lot of benefit for no cost, it's definitely worth it, but it's unsustainable. So it's about reaching that balance. All the happiness the gacha game gave you returns as an empty and depressive void that you'll never be able to fill once the service gets shut down. Yes and no, because I know that no gacha game is eternal. When I get invested into a gacha game, I know that it's eventually gonna close down. But it's one thing for the game to eventually close down once it's already... Okay, so like, I'm gonna put it in a very bad way. This is gonna sound very weird, but imagine this. You buy yourself a puppy. Stay with me here. Astroman, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. So, imagine this. You buy yourself a puppy. You know you're going to outlive that puppy. You know you are going to live many, many, many years more than your pet. But that doesn't take away all of the beautiful memories and fun and happiness that puppy gives you. However, if that puppy dies before it reaches 2 years of age, you're going to be devastated because you knew that it was gonna end eventually, but it was cut so much shorter than its appropriate time. You will wish you had seen that puppy getting older, weaker, stop enjoying life, start being more grumpy, and you'll see, you know, that at the end of its life, it was already, like, you were getting emotionally prepared for it to go. Getting into a gacha game, getting into a live service, I feel is not comparable to that, but it's a good way to, like, make a metaphor. It's a good way to make a metaphor, you know? Like, you know it's gonna end eventually, but that eventually is probably going to come in a few years, many years, and it's going to come with a declining quality that will allow you to sort of, like, see it coming and to sort of, like, get detached emotionally. And, like, when it goes down, you'll be like, yeah, it was its time. We had little Nikki for 5 years. She was not the same as when we first brought her home. You know what I mean? Like, it's a terrible, horrible comparison. I admit it. But at the same time, it's like... You literally have no idea what you're talking about if you compare the experience of caring for another living being to a predatory life service game. But that's what I'm saying. It's not nearly the same. That's what I'm saying. It's not nearly the same. But the idea that you can never get into a gacha game because it's going to end and therefore it cannot give you happiness because any happiness it gives you will be worthless the moment the server goes down. Like, that's stupid. To me, that's stupid. It's like, you're contradicting yourself. No, I'm not. Okay, it's like, you said, all the happiness the gacha game gave you returns as an empty and depressive void that you will never be able to fill once the servers get shut down. You're saying that the game cannot give me happiness because it's going to turn sour when the server shuts down. That there is no happiness in gacha because eventually it ends. And you can say that of anything. You can say that of everything. There's many things that you go into knowing they're gonna have an end. I mean, for fuck's sake, VTubers, how many graduations have we seen in this last 2 years? But that doesn't make the time you spent with them less worth it. It doesn't make the time that you spent with them, the happiness and the memories, it doesn't make them mean nothing. The enjoyment of a gacha game ends as soon as the story goes to crap town or you run out of pools. I disagree with the running out of pools part. I think a good gacha game should be enjoyable for free players, which Nikki was up until they changed the fucking story. And that takes us to your point number 1. The story goes to Craptown. The story going to Craptown, if it's like story got bad as it kept going, I feel like it's like bearable because we see that everywhere. The movie franchises that start great and then clearly they lost the plot, or shows, books, whatever. That's like a risk you take when you engage with any media. That can be non-gacha games too. That can be shows. That can be movies. Like, it can be... anything can have a story that starts great and then goes to shit, you know? I think there's a lot of generalizations about the world of gacha. And most of the times they're right. But I think when people try to judge all gachas as if they are the exact same thing, they kind of lose the plot. They kind of lose the ability to understand what is really going on. Like, in this case, people were pissed at certain things, but we all got really exponentially pissed when they told us they took away the one thing that's enjoyable for anyone, no matter how much they invest, and that's the story. Okay, I'm so far behind, Jesus. It is lost. Whatever serotonin boost you get from spending money on gacha is so minuscule, like the monthly pass, which won't guarantee you get anything, and just you've gotten an extra temple. Like, again, you're generalizing a lot. You're generalizing a lot in a way that I have to disagree with, because I know how much happiness I got. I know how sustained that happiness I got was. And you can think that you understand it, but I'm the one experiencing, or I was the one experiencing that happiness. People don't care ever for the world or the universe, but we care about that D&D improvised NPC that we will drag along the whole adventure. Exactly! Because our brains are made to care more about our bonds, about what we consider our community. I very much doubt that an extra temple will give you as much bang for your buck as actually getting the item you desire. The amount of money you need to spend on gacha game for you to get a tangible change is so high, you'd be much better off donating it to a charity. Like, but why does it have to be black or white? Why does it have to be 100 or 0? There are happy mediums, guys. There is a number according to your own tastes, according to your own income, according to your own ideology. There is a number that's going to be for every person the perfect balance between investment and payoff. In some people's cases, it's gonna be 0. They don't think they can get any happiness, any worthwhile happiness from spending a single cent. And that's fine. And for some people, whales, that number will be 1,000, 5,000. Maybe, I don't know. There's a lot to be said about how regretful they can feel later. There's a lot to be said about how that's not real happiness, blah, blah, blah. But there is a number. I don't know, if Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk decided to whale on a game, that wouldn't even touch their pocket. So it would be like you spending 10 cents on it. I'm sure for people like that, that would be a worthwhile cost benefit. Now that you mentioned, yes, that happens to MMO dying. I never thought on that, and I play my fair of MMO that ended. I never did. It's what people are saying on the Reddit, and I don't have experience with that. They are saying that's what it feels like. It's dangerous to say that spending 10 American legals every month would give you the same proportional satisfaction as using the money to purchase a good meal every once and now and then. But I'm not saying that. I'm saying that's extremely personal to every individual. I'm saying everyone knows where their line is. And I'm saying that has a lot to do with, as I was saying, like, personal tastes, personal enjoyment, income, and ideologies. Like, I'm not saying that spending 10 American dollars every month will give you the same proportional satisfaction. I'm saying it might, depending on who you are, depending on your story, depending on your personality, depending on your income, depending on the situation. Like, it's not... I don't think you can put a blanket label explanation and expect it to apply to every single person. Because people are very different, and their situations are very different. I would pay 200 euros for a game if it included the free time to play it. Good point. That's another good point. You missed the stream, Astroman, indeed. You did miss the stream. The important part of the stream has already happened, and I should be going. Honestly, it's been quite a long time, but it's gonna be hard to finish this topic. It's one topic that right the fuck now, is very much on my mind. Very strongly in my mind. It's dangerous because if you say that stuff, your brain is just gonna justify spending the money and then you create bad spending habits. I understand your worry and I understand why you say that. There is a reason why gambling is illegal for minors. There is a reason why gambling addiction can happen. It is easy to fall into certain traps and create bad habits. And I don't think everyone can make an accurate judgment of what is a good cost benefit. I don't think that's an ability that every single person has. I definitely do have it. I definitely understand my limits, and they are a lot stingier than a lot of you would think. I'm not gonna speak for anyone else but myself. For me, it's very easy and very clear to understand where the line is. Which is why, even though, I don't know if you know this actually, Crumpets, I've been donated stuff while playing Nikki with the intent of me spending them in Nikki. I've never spent every single dollar I was sent, because the moment I hit that wall of this is not a good cost benefit, I don't. Even if it was given to me with that exact specific purpose, I have my limit and I have my wall where it's like, no, that is not worth it. That is... the cost benefit is off. And I'm not... even if it's technically, like, not my money, it's a really weird way to think about it, because it is definitely my money, but it was given to me specifically for a purpose. So, I don't know. I don't know if it's clear what I'm trying to say. You can't say yes and no until you experience it yourself. After that, you will say Lil was right. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Can you guess what gacha does have a relatable story on that same category and Nikke Goddess of Victory? Yeah, but I don't want to play Nikke. Sorry, I don't. You certainly have no experience. Dancy, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Hi. Can't believe it. I get what Ellie's saying and I agree. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad some people get what I'm trying to say. Do you ever watch this shoujo anime about a girl who could see fairies, an account that wanted her to help find a magic sword? No? That sounds fun though. But I don't think so? That doesn't sound familiar. Yeah, you would much rather see the game complete its story and stagnate as your interests and others move to new things. Exactly. At the very least, when a game goes for long enough, you see like the main story that hooks you in the first place complete, and you see like the really weird places the story goes next to try and still be interesting, but you kind of see like the threads disheveling. The fact that you're trying to justify playing and enjoying a gacha game as worthwhile experience genuinely concerns me. Bro, haven't you been telling me to play Nikke for months? Haven't you? I don't think it's like a situation where you can just say gacha and explain it all under the same situation, because gachas are not made equally. And I think every single case has to be analyzed and evaluated and talked about as its own case. For example, I will say that playing and enjoying Cookie Run is a worthwhile experience because it's extremely free-to-play friendly. If you want to spend more time in it, you can, but if you want to just get a guide online and let it autoplay, you can, which is what I do. And then you get whatever part you enjoy. In my case, it's the story and seeing my cookies running around. And I don't spend a single cent, and I never feel gated by the game in any way, shape, or form. And I never feel pressured into spending at all. Stop trying to justify achieving happiness by spending money in a gacha game. There are better options to be happier. And I'm not saying there aren't. Of course there are a billion better options. There are a billion better ways to spend your money. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying, it's not black or white. There is nuance. And every case is its own case. If a good gacha offers you something that will give you proportional happiness to the money you spend, and you are good at analyzing cost-benefit, and you know where the limits are between cost and benefit, then yeah, you know where your limits are, and you can spend exactly as much as it's going to be worth spending. What do you mean it's not about black and white? It's about what it feels worthwhile to you and what doesn't. But spending money on a gacha game isn't an investment, it's a purchase similar to food. Yeah. And similar to food, like, food is going to give you happiness for a limited amount of time. You're gonna eat it, you're gonna be done, and you're gonna stop feeling the taste of food in your mouth. You're gonna remember it, you're gonna have good memories of it. Maybe you're gonna have a nice photo that you took if you are an Instagrammer who takes pictures of your food. You're gonna have nice memories that you share with your friends if you went to eat that food with your friends. But at the end of the day, you're spending that money for a temporary pleasure. And it's the same with games, including gacha games. As long as you're not overpaying for something that doesn't give you enough benefit for your money, I think it's not something that you can just like analyze as a whole. Consider playing Oblivion, Ellie. You can even get bitten and become a vampire. Isn't that like $60 though? Like, sorry, isn't that like $60? This train of thought is dangerous in general? I don't think so. I think it's the same train of thought that you have to have for life in general. Like, you literally just brought up food. That's something that you cannot avoid in life. And you have to make the exact same train of thought. Is this food going to be worth my money? Does it provide a good cost benefit for the price? For the price, does it provide a good benefit? Is it tasty enough? Is it nutritious enough? Is it gonna last me enough? If you're gonna go to a rich fancy pants restaurant that is going to charge you $1,000 for a meal, then you're probably spending way too much for that food. Way too much for the amount of happiness it's actually going to give you. Unless you're Elon Musk and you literally can spend $1,000 as if it was pocket change. So I think it's the same kind of analysis you have to make with everything in your life. Have you ever heard of the game Warframe? Yes, Nix, I have. I have zero interest in it. The short and simple of it is nothing lasts forever. Some things don't last more than a few years. Enjoy things, but don't be stupid about it. Yeah, enjoy things. Even if they last little, they are the memories you made and the enjoyment you got out of it isn't gone. But knowing that it's going to end, maybe like don't spend more than you can without regrets later, you know? Like, be realistic about analyzing just how much, where is your line of cost benefit. I would insist that you watch the Nikke story and events, but don't play it. Yeah, I'm not interested in playing it. If I do watch the story, it would be like reacting to the YouTube version of the story. I don't want to play Nikke. I understand you and I disagree with your line of thinking, not your actions. I don't care how much money you personally spend or your personal satisfaction. I just disagree with your line of thinking. I don't get that because it's like I'm saying something that's so neutral and applicable to every part of life. Rodrigo Casillada, welcome, bienvenido, ¿cómo estás? Espero que estés teniendo un buen día. Hello. Me? No, not at all. I don't recommend people play any gacha game. And if I did so jokingly. I only recommend Nikke to people who actually play gacha games. What I do is I share how much I like the story of Nikke. I like to share that joy. And I'll tell whoever hears me out. But I'll never set out to have you play Nikke. But that's the thing. You love the story of Nikke. You share Nikke because you share that joy. You're talking about sharing joy. And that's the same for me with Nikki. It gave me joy. It gave me happiness. And even if the game ends up dying years down the line, the happiness and the memories I made with it are going to still be with me. The case right now is that it's getting deleted in front of my eyes. The things that I already enjoyed are being deleted in front of my eyes. Like, for no reason. It's retroactively getting changed. If the story gets bad in the future, I can have my, like, oh, well, I don't care about it anymore because, like, the story ended up getting bad. But this is, like, an extra egregious, unnecessary attack to the things that I've already enjoyed. And I've said this before, don't get me wrong. If I end up uninstalling and not playing this game anymore, eventually I'll get past the anger and I'll remember it fondly. And I'll have, like, good memories of my time in it and the love that I had for it. I just have to get past the period of anger. Está bueno tu diseño. Muchas gracias, Rodrigo. Gracias. Lo hice yo. Y... Remember when I shared the cinematic for that one gacha game? Did I ever tell you should play that? Because if I did, I apologize. That wasn't my intention. No, you never did. In fact, I'm pretty sure you told me not to. Because you don't vibe with MiHoYo. If I remember correctly. Oblivion is just 50, actually. Well, how long is it? It sounds like a long game. If you so much as insinuate you would play it, you would be gifted it like 4 times. Nevertheless, you could also play the original, much cheaper and more likely to run well. Yeah, I'm not gonna insinuate that I would play it because how long is it? How long is it? Is a very important question for me. I can't believe she would say such controversial things at the end of such a nice, friendly stream. The banana thing aside, I don't understand what about this is controversial, man. Oh, I see you didn't get the joy from spending money then. That's what I'm getting. Phew, I got worried for a second thinking you spending money made you feel good. No, no, oh my god, no. Is that why you got I understand now why you were like, no, I disagree, that's dangerous. Yeah, no, oh my god, fuck no. This is a miscommunication case. No, spending the money isn't what gives you satisfaction. It's like if the product you're spending that money on and the return you get from that money, the actual benefit that money gives you in product, be it food, a movie ticket, a fucking party ticket, whatever. If the return you get from that money gives you joy, I don't think it was a loss of money because it gave you that memory, that joy, and that enjoyment for as long as it lasted. That's what I'm trying to say. Is that clearer, or is it just the same kind of confusion and miscommunication? I'm lost. I am lost. A story going bad in the future, nah, that can't happen, and then you list examples, and none of those examples are supernatural. Supernatural is my example, personally. It is shorter than Infinity Nikki? Really? Oblivion is in the range of 10 hours to infinity. Fuck. The main story plus interesting quests. Not every quest, but the ones that are interesting. Because 10 hours to infinity, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's crazy. But it's completely free, Ellie. No, it's not. Lots of styling options too. How many mods are there for character customization? Oh god, she finally realized. Yeah, it took me a while. Sorry, my bad. Okay, she half gets it. Good, that's better than what she was implying before. I'm sorry, I never meant to imply that at all. I never meant to imply that whatsoever. Nope. I'm happy that I got correctly Ellie since the beginning. Yeah, I'm sorry about the miscommunication, man. I'm sorry. I thought I was making clear, but it wasn't. Does the main story itself have to be interesting? That's not... You're not selling me the game too well, buddy. If you're saying the main story is not interesting. Ooh, you're not starting on the right foot. Wait, you're right. Oblivion had a main story somewhere too. Guys, you're not selling me the game like this. You're not doing the greatest job at selling the game. Guys, that's not how you convince someone. That's like the opposite of how you sell someone into a game. Oblivion has a story. Okay. 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 It's a Bethesda game. The main story is always the least interesting one. You say that as if I have ever played a Bethesda game. I have not. I have not played a Bethesda game at all. Unless... Is BioShock Bethesda? I don't think so. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not that the main story is bad at all. It's that you won't be following it very closely. Because all of the side quests are better? I assume? That's why everyone ditches the amulet they stick into the inventory and then goes off to be a mage or an assassin? Oblivion had a story that you can ignore for 50 hours until you actually want to do it. This doesn't help me in understanding how long the game is. Ah! It's not helpful. It's not helpful. Anyways, guys, the last time I looked at the clock and I said, hey, we've been going for quite a bit, actually, it was 20 minutes ago. So I think I'm going to actually take my leave. I I think this is the time for me to go. But I'm glad that we cleared up all the misunderstandings. The main story is just another mission you can or not do. How about that? It still doesn't help me in... Because this topic came up at the insinuation that I might play it on stream, right? For me to know if I can play it on stream, I need to know just kind of how long it's going to be, you know, kind of. It doesn't need to be precise. It never will be precise, but I need to have an idea of approximately, you know? Are you sure you said that only 3 minutes ago? No, I said that 20 minutes ago. So I'm gonna go. It's time. It is time. Oh, you guys keep talking about things that I want to read. How about the main mission? The main story feels like any secondary mission in the game. Still doesn't help me. Not just the side quests, everything else about the game. It takes a special kind of politeness to just follow the main quest markers until it's gone. Now that I said it, you remember that I'm blind. You remembered that that's what I do normally because I get lost otherwise. Had fun, thanks. Had fun last night too. Maybe a certain lurker reading this comment right now should buy a membership and go watch it. Home stuff! Arigato for the stream, Ellie. It was a pleasure to be here in the last hour or so. Professional yapper! I am a little bit too yappy for my good. For my well-being. But I managed to be at the bottom of the chat. What do you mean every year you increase the stream time by 30 minutes? No! No! Guys, this is not an extension. This is not an extension. Thank you everyone so much for being here. I hope that you enjoyed, and I hope that you'll have a wonderful rest of your day. Don't forget to stretch. Don't forget to drink plenty of water. Try to eat nutritiously and try to sleep 7 to 9 hours. And most important of all, be kind to yourself and to others, okay? Thank you so much for the membership gifted lit. Thank you. Ashraman, welcome back to the Gem Polishers. Thank you. I know, Ellie, this that I bought is the extension, right? It kind of was. Vote to have Satsu to every stream. I mean, technically, all of my streams end in Satsu, technically. Like, technically, you know? Is Astra still here? I don't know, but just... Yeah, he is! There we go! Astra, welcome back to the memberships! Alright, I was leaving! Thank you everyone for coming. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Don't forget to stretch. Don't forget to drink plenty of water. Try to eat nutritiously. Try to sleep 7 to 9 hours. And most important of all, be kind to yourself and to others, okay? Take care, my stay shifters! Bye-bye!